There we go. That old method is outdated.
What up, guys? How's things? Failed to start camera. Try again.
Yeah.
Got SDF on. Can't get this
Yeah.
camera working.
I think our camera's broken. So.
Your camera's broken?
Oh, I don't know. It's not working right now.
All
Can
right.
you hear us though?
Yeah. We hear you.
Okay.
Fine. Chat, you guys can hear him, right?
Yeah. We asked our IT guy to come in.
Chat's saying the camera guy must have quit.
No, he's still here.
Camera guy still works there.
Maybe one peg is a demon.
He said, Chaz said, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no more Q&As with you, man.
They upgraded the camera, they said, but obviously there's issues, teething issues. So
All right, Kia, let me know.
Making sure that, like,
It's looking good.
okay. I gotta turn off all these alerts so that, like, you know, stuff doesn't end up getting missed.
yeah, we just turned off the camera. No,
All good.
you guys get to miss out on. Yeah.
Turn a little dude up.
And
All right. So, well, it sounds like there's gonna be a little bit of an echo, but we got questions, and then obviously chat's gonna be asking some. We always kind of start off this thing the same way. And I guess my first question is, how do you guys feel like this season went for you?
첫 번째 지난 시즌 어땠는지.
안 좋았죠.
He says it was bad.
Said this season was bad.
Well, it was it wasn't.
그래프는 우리가 원하는 대로.
Oh, okay, so he says
That's it,
yeah,
SDF?
It wasn't, it wasn't good. In terms of like the user graph, how it looks in terms of the grade. Yeah, it came out how expected, so better.
근데 이제 플레이어들이 원하는 거는 많이 못 맞춰주는 시즌이었어요. 제가 생각할 때.
Yeah, expectations. Yeah, it was a miss.
Yeah, it was a miss. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah. 어떻게 이제 유저들 원하는 거를 어떤 거 위해서 이제 우리가 기대한 걸 못한 거가 그러니까 왜 안 좋은지.
우리가 감정 리커버리도 없애고 약간 그 플레이어가 좀 뭐라고 해야 되죠? 어떻게 하려고
There goes, there
Hey,
they
camera works.
go.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chad, is that better in
I don't
volume?
know why
Is
SDF
that
acting
better?
like you don't know English all of a sudden.
So
그래서 뭐 캐주얼 플레이어도 하드코어 플레이어도
Good.
뭐 이렇게 구분하는 게 좀 이상하긴 하지만
yeah.
그러니까 다 각자 좀 만족하지 못한 시즌, 뭐 불만들이 좀 많이 있었어요.
So yeah, in terms of like the balancing, and then in terms of like the systems that support like hardcore players or the more casual players, is that it 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 wasn't made to satisfy either. So I think there was just a lot of criticisms on both sides.
네, 그리고 우리는 이제 게더링홀이라든지 딜레이된 피처도 되게 많았고.
Yeah, and then the other
그런
thing
데가
was like there's big features that was supposed to come out that are delayed. So in terms of that, it's like it was disappointing.
Okay. How do you guys feel like the HR water map went?
I don't
I
know
like it.
the movement.
전 좋아요 개인적으로.
So
그냥
SDF,
그거를
yeah.
이제
Okay.
무조건 강제로 하게 하는 건 되게 안 좋아. 랜덤 옛날에 우리가 했었던.
Random.
그러니까 HR이 랜덤이었을 때 이제
Ah,
워터맵을 뭐 무조건 해야 된다 이렇게 하는 게 되게 안 좋았을 뿐.
okay. So he's there's two. So personally, he likes the roller water map. He does say that when making high roller be just random maps, that was a mistake. So which was rectified later on, where you were able to actually select the maps.
Right.
And so
Yeah, I think that was received a lot better.
yeah.
Okay. SDF mentioned a while ago that you guys felt like your development process was rushed, which made it hard to implement things because of rushed coding. Is that something you guys feel like you've made progress on? Or is that still like a goal that you're working to try and fix?
우리가 테크니컬 뎁 엄청 높잖아요. 프로그래밍 엄청 빨리 만들었으니까요.
네.
그래서 그것 때문에 이제 문제 많았니까요.
엄청 많죠. 그래서
그래서
Skippy
우리가
for you
그거를
too?
이제 조금 해결했는지 뭐 좋아졌는지.
좋아지고 있죠. 좋아지고 있고.
So he's saying, yeah, it is improving,
네, 근데 이제
But-
원하는 정도는
Mhm.
아니고.
Not
but
really.
not up to
I
the
don't know.
quality that
I'm just listening to
Yeah,
it. Sounds fine.
he wants. Yeah. So for example,
우리가 키버를 여태까지 못한 거는
Yeah, so-
정확하게는 안 하는 거지만 그
so he's going to go into the specific example of the quiver right now. Is one of the this ties into that technical debt.
네,
Yeah.
지금은 인벤토리 시스템이 우리가 1년 걸쳐서 리팩토링 했는데도 그냥 제가 볼 때는 페일 됐어요. 그래서
Yeah.
그
So-
에디셔널 백팩 이런 걸 만드는 게 지금 거의 쉽지 않은 상태고.
So, for example, this is like a specific example, is that, we had the inventory guy. He worked on refactoring just the inventory system itself, because it is really complex, right?
Mhm.
And it was supposed to improve the efficiency and make it more flexible for us, but the overall, the actual scorecard after using it now and trying to get new features implemented integrated into it, is that that was a fail, right? And so things like this is, hey, there was a year investment into this. It didn't get us, it didn't move us forward. And so it actually hindered us in doing things that we wanted, like expanding out, because there was assumptions about like, this system will make it easier, make it quicker. So there's all these things that are very kind of tied in. I think.
그래서 예를 들면 이번에 그 우리가 바바리안한테 양손 무기를 양손에 들게 해주는 거 그런 걸 하고 싶었는데 이제 인벤토리 시스템 때문에
Yeah,
그걸
so-
못했어요. 네.
So like more inventory. So we call it the inventory system. It's not just the inventory, right? It's basically your player controller. So in the game engine, is you have your player controller and you have all your items and all that are attached to your player controller. So so one of the things he's talking about, like this time, we're working on new perks and skills for the barbarian. He wanted to have like a two-handed bare hand kind of perk, but because of this, we hit that wall again with the going back into the player. So the player controller inventory system, let's call it that, because it's that complex. And it went into this, it's like, oh man, so if we just, you would think it would be very simple. Hey, we could just remove these items and then, but there's all sorts of this side effects that are coming out because of this. I think another big side effects is that they call it like the legal ESP, right? And this is also has to tied in with the inventory
네,
system,
그래서-
you know?
그래서
Or-
키버 같은 것들이 이제 잘 안 나오고 있었던 건데, 근데 이 시스템을 완전히 리팩토링 하려면 지금 이제 저희 팀에 에이스 분들이 붙어서 좀 봐야 돼서 몇 달 동안 봐야 돼서, 그러면 이제 다른 게 멈추니까 지금은 거기에 코스트를 못 쓰고 있었던 상태예요. 그래서 이번에는 그냥 플레이어들이 가장 너무 원하고 있으니까, 그리고 태님도 약속했었으니까 가장 쉬운 방식으로 하지만 효과 있는 방식으로 큐버는 만들었어요.
Are you
Yeah,
talking about like
so-
the lag hitching when people
I'm
come
about to
within
go in there and
range?
be positive.
When you said legal ESP?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
that is yeah, that's
STF
a
Terry, we
direct-
love you.
linked to the player
Iron
inventory
Mace, we
system.
love you.
That's a side effect that comes out of that. So trying to fix all this is going back and going through this huge amount of code that that was invested in for 1 year, right? And taking all this apart. So the reason is when we wanted to make the like even for the quiver, right? Is like, oh, how do we make the quiver without having it have these knock-on effects that makes the legal ESP worse, all this stuff, right? So it basically comes down to, okay,
Lone Peg is intro. He
refactor
typed in chat, no
again,
quiver, boys.
the inventory system, or find a ways to kind of like hack our system.
It's like
And
they
we're
can't read
trying to,
the- Whew.
it was basically like, oh, we're thinking the best
Peg
way
be
forward is
Playing with them. He
let's
doesn't even
get
like
our
dark.
top guys to work just on redoing the inventory system. But
He's the only
if
person
that happens, everything
they
else
wanted.
comes to a standstill, right? So the recent decision is, okay, we're going to try to figure out how to rehack our system and just add things on and get more features out, even though it's pretty janky right now. So like the quiver system that's coming out this time is going to be just a simplified version on top of the current inventory system. So we were trying to use the quiver as, hey, this is our opportunity to go deep into the code and tear out and figure out and remake the inventory. But that's a
저는
huge
만족스럽진 않아요. 그거를 우리가 너무 하루 만에 큐버는 만들었기 때문에 그거는
Yeah.
정말 원하지 않는 방식이었지만, 근데 그래도 플레이어들은
Yeah,
그거 원하고 그리고 있으면 실제로 도움이 될 거니까
yeah.
좀
So
컴프로마이즈 한 거.
like the quiver that goes in, so it was taking a long time. We were promised quiver, but then the reason on the tip of the iceberg is the quiver. But what we really wanted to do is go deep in and fix this entire inventory system. Right now, the quiver that's coming out is just we just added a little flag on top of the current iceberg, right? So he's saying is that he's not very satisfied with it because that was not what he originally wanted to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is the inventory system coming along? Is that kind of like where we're at now, or are you saying it still needs a bunch more work?
Yeah, inventory system은 지금 멈춰 있는 거죠.
멈춰 있죠.
Yeah,
네.
it's on hold. Yeah.
근데
Okay.
이제
So
우리가 담당 하고 푸시하면은 뭐 올해 안에는 그래도 좋은 결과 있지 않을까.
he's
만들어야 돼요. 네,
Yeah.
올해 안에는 정리해야 돼요.
it's on hold.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah.
빅 뎁.
Yeah. So like you said, the original question is about the technical debt. Is it getting cleared up? So it's yes and no, right? So we're doing more of that investigation into it, and so the other issue is that the person that actually made it is no longer here, right? So it's like we're trying to figure out what's going on under the hood too, right? So
Right.
yeah. So there are things like this that are critical systems that are heavily integrated that are on hold, and so but at the same time is the expectation is you want everyone wants new features, new toys to play with. It's like, okay, right now we're just delicately placing it on top of balancing these little rocks, playing Jenga again.
Is
so I think
Is that like lag
mixed
hit?
bag.
Is that little like lag hiccup when players are coming into range? Is that also contributing to like the netcode issues that people experience sometimes with like the little delays trying to block arrows and people swings and all that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So it's
They start
yeah,
laughing.
it's pretty. It
I
goes
know,
down
that's
to
a-
the core, right?
I'll be
It
thinking, I
goes
don't know
down
how
to the
SDM2
server
don't look at each other and
performance, it
laugh
goes
after
down
some of these
to-
questions.
and
like,
that's why we, But this is
SDF
just
says,
one
is
of
it
the
coming, or on page, is
really
it coming
complex
along?
systems.
Right.
So,
Like, you
Okay.
are me on the last day of the group
Um,
project, and you're like, yo,
Is
should
all
be
right. Well,
finished up.
okay. So let's I guess shift a little bit toward like more game mechanics related stuff. How do you guys feel about like the current like game mode count, queue count? Is gear in the game the where you want it to be?
yeah, 게임 모드
네, 그거 그냥 뭐 태님 그냥 설명해주면 되겠다. 뭐 우리
기어는
큐 진짜 신경 안 써.
아,
우리
아니,
신경 안 써. 뭐 어느 정도 쓰지만
네.
우리가 생각하는 거는
너무
지금
많잖아요. 근데
네,
그래서
근데 지금 시점에서는 어느 정도 많을 수밖에 없다라고 우리는 결론을 내린 거예요. 그러니까 왜냐면 지금 현재 기어 갭이 우리가 게임 모드를 줄이기 위해서 다분히 노력했지만 다양하게 시도를 했고 정말 많은 노력을 했지만 현재 기어 갭에서 최소한 뭐 노멀 하이롤러 그리고 뭐 PVE까지 하면 뭐 이런 것들은 유지할 수밖에 없다. 그리고 솔로 듀오 트리오도 유지할 수밖에 없다. 이렇게 결론을 냈기 때문에 어느 정도 많은 큐는 가지고 간다.
Yeah.
그렇게
Okay.
생각하고
So
있는 거죠.
yeah. So he's talking about
완전히
the,
줄일 수 없다.
so the queue count. So the game mode queues is that we understand that there's too many, right? So and it's directly related to the gear gap. Yeah.
Okay.
At the same time, so they're doing work on kind of balance. I guess rebalancing some of the gear gap. Trying to reduce it a little bit, but at the same time, the gear gap also has to do with like how good loot feels, right, and the loot progression. And so we have to be very careful about like not doing, hey, this semi-white where it's like, okay, there's very little gear gap, but at the same time, it has huge detrimental effect on item progression feel. And so it's that balance of like, okay, having a wide enough gear gap, but being able to place it, split it up with the game modes where you don't feel like, oh, this is an impossible task. I think that's somewhere we kind of failed this previous season, is that the gear gap, especially with some of the like we removed some of the things that you could do with the gem socketing. It made it so the time commitment to get the top end gear.
그래서 전 이걸 설명해 주는 게 좋을 것 같아요. 우리가 이제 그 게이팅 시스템 만든 거랑
Yeah.
그리고 우리가 이제 이번 시즌에서 하고 싶은 어쨌든 기어 갭을 완전히 없애는 거는 아이템을 먹는 맛이 없어지니까 그건 좋은 게 아닌 거고 우리가 여태까지 많은 실험을 했잖아요. 그래서 우리가 원하는 건 시즌 프로그레션이 있을 때 게임을 이제 시즌 동안에 좀 많이 했을
Fuck
때
going on in
이
this
하방을
bitch,
올려주는
man?
형태로 쫓아갈 수 있게 만들어주는 게 우리가 하고 싶은 목표잖아요. 그러니까 그걸 좀
Yeah, so basically it goes into, he wants to explain
Showing
kind
I'm
of
testing out the Steam Deck shit on
thinking
Discord.
behind the upcoming season. Some of the big changes are you're gonna see in the season 8, early access season 8 is
this my gas?
because we think that
Yep.
that kind of feeling of item progression, just overall progression,
God.
and then the jumps between the gear gaps and how they're connected with the mode is like those are the things
About to be
that
hearing mad
we
clicking
kind of,
noises and shit.
fell on our face this last season. Is that's the stuff that we've been working on for this upcoming season, is to get that smooth out. Make it feel like you have the
No,
right
I want to
type
figure
of,
out. Hold on, I'm a
you
like
are
it got like a
feeling
desktop
some
mode on
kind
this
of
one, and then
progress,
it's like a
and kind
like a
of
Steam mode. I'm gonna see if I switch over to the other mode
help
if y'all still be
if
able to
you
hear me.
commit the
Bet.
time into the game, is you feel like, hey, you're making progress, and on the lower end of this, the gear power gap, is that investment in time is helping you keep up. And so
Okay.
that's the stuff that we've been working on. In terms of like the game modes too, is that yeah, you're right, it's there are too many, right? And I think even this last season we kind of try to expand even more modes, right? So one of the big things is that like he's gonna share like one of the, but so there is effort to like try to reduce some of the game modes. So one of the things that it was an experiment, it didn't work out well at all, was the high roller adventure mode. So that's going to be removed. It actually went out there. Our numbers, it was the worst amount of engagement ever
Okay.
with any game
HRPV,
mode,
my
but then
mind.
it kept on going down.
Yep.
So it's just like like Squire to Heroes, when we put that out, it was like it started kind of slow
That hoe
and it kept on
completely
going
shut
up.
down.
And now it's like
Yeah.
a pretty substantial group.
Yeah, it's
but,
my
like,
that's
the
my favorite
adventure
game
high-
mode.
high
I love
roller-
playing that game mode.
Yeah, so we took a look at it. It's like, oh, okay, where can we cut some of that fat? So that's kind of removed. And then also, I think he's sharing a screenshot. So this is kind of trying to guide people, get people to, make the
No, Chad, I'll pull it
maps
up.
and
I'll pull it up. You guys can keep talking. I'll
the
pull it up.
mode. Yeah, so to make the maps and the modes feel like you're making progression. So a lot of the stuff that it's going to be stuff that you're going to feel, done in the dungeon
Ooh, I like
itself. It's
that.
like making the game feel like there's more
Okay.
POIs. It's kind of more bumpy in terms of like the tension and the I think
PvE
one of
campaign,
the
normal
things for our
campaigns,
game is
high
that we have
rollers.
a high level
Okay.
of tension for most of the overall map. At the same time, because of that, it's
Merchants and
monotonous.
workshops.
So it's like you don't have really huge points of interest, right? Maybe like the
Yo,
bosses
look,
and
look, Goblin
like
Cave's
bosses, that's
level
what-
2.
So you're looking at
And so
adding
we're trying to
ranks
make-
Yeah,
for people to access maps, like certain maps.
that's gonna be fire.
So yeah, we're gonna lock behind.
Fire.
Okay, so if you look at it, it's basically the adventure rank. Yeah. sorry.
Yeah, you're looking at locking it behind adventure ranks. Okay.
So basically we're gonna make it so everyone could do the adventure rank. So even squires could do it up to a certain point. But the high rollers are still locked behind the legendary account. And then for the upper echelons of the adventure rank, you still have to go to the high rollers. But
우리 스크린샷을 보여줘야 돼요. 그럼-
보여주고
아,
있어요.
보여주네.
네.
Merchants and workshops. What does that mean?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Um,
And is this
Yeah,
going to be?
adventure-
I'm
adventure
guessing this
ranks-
is like a placeholder image. So is it going to be tiered? Like, are the maps going to be progressive, or is it all opening up at Apprentice 3?
So we have the ability to do it progressive, but I think this time we're just gonna test it out with all at Apprentice 3, where the normal high roller opens all up at Wanderer.
Okay.
Uh,
So does
and
that mean you're
like,
tiering this
this-
too? So like in normal dungeons, you can get, like this says, you can get a AP up to Wanderer 1. Is it going to be the same level of adventure point, like reward earnings that you could get in HR if you're running like normal mode? Is it the same point system regardless?
Yes, it's the same. We haven't, it's very. So if you're familiar with the current adventure rank, you're familiar with. It's gonna feel pretty much the same, except now you could do it in.
Are y'all on the match right now?
normal mode.
Would y'all be able to look at
Okay.
the screen share and see if this shit look clean at all?
캡이 있을 뿐.
Does this mean that you're
So
keeping
it's-
the PvE high roller stuff, or are you getting rid of it?
Yeah, it looks good.
No, get rid.
Yeah, we're getting rid of the
Getting rid-
PvE high rollers.
PvE high rollers going
That
away.
had the.
It looks alright?
Yeah, very low
Yeah.
engagement and
Click play.
engagement kept on dropping off.
Bro,
Okay, I think I misheard you before.
this shit is crazy. All right, so wait, like it's not dropping
Um,
frames or anything?
I mean, it might be dropping a little bit of frames, but it's like It's watchable, but yeah, it is dropping a little bit of frames.
Kid is a troll. He said the Midnight Walk is looking pretty good right about now.
Let's see.
And can.
Okay, so at the beginning of the season, you had this function that was surrounded with like queue times, meaning that you would hold a queue for people to get into a match, trying to see if it's going to fill up based on like I guess population factors on a certain server. Is that still going to be a thing that's on in the next season, or did you guys do away with that?
So that's something that we could control on our 그거 있었잖아요. 버킷 집어넣고 이렇게 하는 거요.
네.
So that's something we could control on our end in real time. We could turn it off and on. So it has to do more with the player population and the flow. So I think when the player population is low, we have to turn it off. Otherwise, you're waiting for no reason, anyways,
So
right?
your game audio go through your mic
So
slip.
it's one of our tools to try to
The game goes to the mic?
combat,
Yeah.
if when there's
That
a
is
lot
ass.
of people
Oh,
in
nah,
the
hold on.
matchmaking pool, is to try to combat teaming, right? So it makes it harder for you to time, all going in together. So it's something
That is
that
terrible.
we could utilize anytime, but again, it's just gonna
I'm about
be
to get
dependent
a
on how
maybe if
how
I
many
connect my
players there
beats.
are in the active player.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Just put some headphones in. Sounds
So,
like it's
I mean,
just like
that's
your
pretty
mic
much
picking
why we
up
turned it off and on.
Okay.
the thing.
All right. So earlier, I
forcing
guess
y'all to
yesterday
listen
for
to
you
this shit.
guys, you mentioned in Vincent's chat that Goblin Recovery was changing. How is it changing?
Oh, pardon me. What is changing?
Goblin Recovery, the insurance.
Sorry.
아,
Oh yeah. So again, this goes back to trying to build up the baseline, right, through progression, right, through
Goblin Merchant?
and so I think one of the things is we want to make it so hey, even the
Bring it
Goblin
back, man.
Recovery is something that you can start investing your time into to build up your affinity, and you can start getting some type of security by doing the Goblin Quest, right? So it's basically we shut off the Goblin Recovery for what is it? The high roller and normal, right?
네, 이제
It's
다
actually a
켰어요.
great idea.
Yeah, but
though.
we're gonna turn it on, and then through the Goblin Quest, you could actually improve your odds of
Returning late.
the returning rate of items through the Goblin Recovery.
Okay.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
idea
So-
is to allow. Are you allowing for it in like all game modes?
Yes.
Okay. And then
So
If the max level is
right
guaranteed
now it's
return,
only
then
in the
that's
PvE,
fine.
right?
right
So-
now it's only in PvE. Right. So you're gonna like
Yeah.
somebody goes into HR, I don't know, 100,000 gold kit, whatever, they can still get it back in insurance.
So they won't get the entire thing back, right? And
Right.
then the amount of the kit that they get back is based on how much affinity they have with the goblin.
So you have to build
Goblin
affinity with
merchant, right.
Goblin, and is it an RNG thing,
And then
or do you like pick which items you're gonna insure?
no, it's the RNG. It's a percentage, right? So right now we could easily set that right now already.
Okay.
The original goblin recovery.
Yeah, there was
based
always
on
a chance that you would lose stuff before when it
Yeah,
came
so
down to it.
you build it up is you improve, so you get more and more of your setback, right?
Right.
That's not taken.
So is there a possibility of getting the Goblin Merchant to 100%?
Oh, that's interesting. I never even
We-
knew that.
so-
Goblin
Sure.
did that.
Yeah. SDF thinks that you could eventually get it to 100%.
Okay.
왜냐면 이번 시즌은 어쨌든
Well, I'm on my Goblin Quest day one. What are you talking about?
So this goes back to like
Yeah, that's
supporting up
exactly what I was
the
saying.
bottom
Fire
end is
idea.
that right now
I
one
like
of the
that.
kind of the key words for this upcoming season is to
It's like you were
kind
saying,
of
so many
do
merchants
a
are
little
just
bit of
useless.
item
Yeah.
inflation rather than gold inflation. So it's
Or
it's gonna
quest
have
line,
a
at
kind
least.
of deflationary effect on the gold. And I think that has to do with the minimum time commitment to compete at the very upper end. So that's why we're trying to make it a little bit like when you do have these setbacks, have the setbacks be a little bit softer.
And is the void like like the bottomless pit and Ice Abyss and that kind of stuff? Is that going to like provide goblin recovery, or is that still not going to send back items?
그러니까 떨어지면 보이 같은 거 하면 이제 거분 리커버리 그거 해줄 거예요.
PVE에서는 해주고
Yeah, so
다른
we
데서는
we
Chatter's so
specifically
clueless. I don't even
have
play the game.
it. So on PVE, it'll still recover, but on PvP, because we know that people.
I mean, guys will grief
kind
on
of-
purpose for sure. Yeah.
So if you do that, it's 100% chance of you losing your items, right?
Okay.
So it's basically kind of incentive, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
거 이제 설명하고
Because I'm losing a fight, I'm jumping now. It is not ready. I don't care. I'm getting my loot back.
먼저 들어보고요.
That's worse
Okay,
than the red
and
file.
You have
Guaranteed.
there's like this overarching meta, and you've already made, I guess, comments on this in Vincent's stream as well in the last 12 hours, talking about like how you're going to be modifying like an awful lot with like movement mechanics and the ratting and that kind of stuff. I guess we can just go down the list for stuff like druids and rogues ratting gear. How is that changing? Because we've been getting told, I guess, that it's changing, but we don't know how.
까마귀 로고도 많잖아요. 그러니까 주님이 그
네,
빈센에서
제가
말한
말한
거는
거는 크로우 플레이가 없어질 거라고 얘기한 게 아니라 그 immediately 할 수 있는 그래서 이제
so he's saying okay, so yeah, he says he didn't say that it's going to get rid of ratting play. What he was saying is
immediately shapeshift with shapeshift mastery.
yeah, so what he's saying is that one of the big things was with the
There will be no
with the druids is that he's getting rid of the immediate shapeshift.
그것도 없어질 거고
Yeah.
그다음에 타임 디스토션 그 소설어 거 있잖아요. 그 시간 왜곡 그것도 즉시 지원은 이제 없어질 거예요.
And then he's also getting rid of the
그리고-
instant casting with the time
네.
distortion.
그리고
sorcerer.
무한하게 체력을 채울 수 없을 거예요.
And there's going to be a big change to the warlock where they're not going to be able to infinitely have raise their health.
네, 그래서
Yeah.
이건 이제 우리 디자인 철학을 조금 바꾸고 있는.
So
he's
you mean
saying
they're
this is
limited on healing?
shift. No, so 그 얘기해도 돼요?
네.
So yeah, so it's basically warlocks, they're only going to be able to recover up to the recoverable health. The
네, 그래서 워락은 이제 그냥 스펠만 쓰고 있을 때는 다 채울 수 있겠지만 피해를 입으면
Okay.
yeah, so
그거는 이제
as long as they
Interesting.
don't take extra damage,
So they're
and,
just like
you
reworking all
know,
the mages
the
crazy
damage
stuff.
from their own spells, they could
What are they
get
gonna
that
do to
all back,
Warlock?
right? But if they take external damage, then
You didn't hear?
now the top limit is limited.
No, but
So
like,
any
what?
of the-
How are
any
they
of
going
the
to
damage that they
compensate
take
him?
themselves from
Oh.
their own spells will all be considered
'Cause that just
recoverable
sounds
health.
awful.
But if they get hit by
Yes.
anything, if they take damage from any outside source, they can only fill up to the top of the
Then that
recoverable
can be-
health bar from their own like healing abilities.
Yes,
So you have to drink health pots.
yes. So basically what he's saying is that now he has a new kind of philosophy for the class design, right? So the original was like, hey,
좀 더 판타지가 있고
yeah,
뾰족하고 이런 것들을
he
이제
wanted to be very, very sharp, very, he wanted, he comes from wanting to build like a roguelike, right?
그래서
And making,
Does
yeah.
that apply to
그거
life
자체로-
drain too?
그 life drain도 똑같아요.
그건
no,
아니에요.
he
Life drain
says,
자체로
yeah, he says life drain. That's a special,
Okay, so
Don't-
it's just
don't worry too
it's
much.
just torture mastery stuff.
Yeah, the torture
Yes,
mastery.
okay.
Says, yeah.
Okay.
But going back to his change in thought of overall class design is that originally it was supposed to be like like a roguelike game. You can build these like superheroes, but because of the PvP aspects and then the negative effects that has on the other player is that and because there's a lot of cracks that are coming out, and trying to patch each individual crack one by one. He's like, oh, okay, so he's kind of changed his overall, thought process on class balance. Is like, okay, that kind of just going for these super builds
그래서 더
is
쉬운 밸런스로 가는 거고, 그래서 어떤 사람들은 더 재밌을 거고, 어떤 사람들은 이제 더 재미없을 거고, 그냥 그렇게 될 거지만 뭐
Does that okay? So
전체적으로는 더 좋아질
does that mean that torture mastery is being changed so that it doesn't have as much of a
That
health
actually is
cost on the
funny. So
casting?
getting rid of Sork, time distortion, and
그거는,
nerfing
그냥
Warlock,
torture
but
mastery
Wizard
나오고
instant
네.
cast.
근데 거기는 이제 조절될 수 있어요. 앞으로.
No
So he
change.
says right now it's the same. These are
Yeah.
things that he's willing to tweak.
네, 이번 시즌 처음 시작하면 밸런스 그냥 난리 날 거예요. 그냥 아예 그냥
So he's saying
insane.
that when the season starts, the balance of the classes is gonna be crazy.
네,
Like,
모두 다그 플레이 스타일도 다 바꿔야 되고요. 그냥 새로 적응해야 돼요.
so he's saying, yeah, everything is gonna be up in the air. You're gonna have to relearn, rethink about,
네, 왜냐면
what you knew before.
그러니까 우리 게임에 불필요하게 있었던 이제 잘하기 위해서 해야 되는 행동들 그런 것들이 이제 뉴 플레이어들이 왔을 때 그게 베리어 엔트리 베리어가 돼가지고 사람들 많이 막고 있기 때문에 그러니까 그런 이제 뭐 예를 들어 모든 액션에 다 점프를 해야 된다거나 뭐 백워드가 너무 느리다거나 뭐
Yeah, so
이런
he's
것들은
saying
다
that there's
제가
other substantial changes that have been made to the I guess movement player actions in the game to make it just more I guess more easier to understand. So he's saying like, oh, okay, right now you have to always constantly jump to offset the movement slows from that we have on taking out items or
Right. And
weapons and
you
stuff.
mentioned something about jump spam not being as much of a thing anymore.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's been working, really
I'm feeling
deep
50%
into figuring
download
out,
game and try
okay,
it
how to
out again, and
reduce that,
50% can't be fucked until game is in such a good state
kind
that
of
I'm asked to come
lowering
back.
some of the negative effects of like the huge move penalties when you're moving backwards, and so he's working on a lot of stuff to make it just feel like it flows.
네, 뭐 예를 들면 그런 것도 있잖아요. 그러니까 무기를 더 빨리 넣기 위해서 유틸리티 아이템을 들고 다시 넣는 X를 눌러서
Yeah, and
그런-
so
그런
trying to get rid of those kind of little
네,
if you know like those kind of
그런 트리키한
the tricky
스킬들 그런 거는 이제 없어야 된다. 그런 게 많으면 뉴 플레이어들이 와서 적응하기가 되게 힘들고 그럼 우리 게임 플레이어 베이스가 늘어나기 힘든 거야.
Yeah, so he's just trying to make it more, like your actions actually meet your expectations. Remove a lot of the, like the little tricks and stuff that only the super high end players really know. Like, oh, okay, when I'm switching out a weapon, is if I switch to a utility item and then switch, it actually reduces. It could save you that little,
I've
fraction
not
of
heard
time.
anything good.
And reduce that move speed
Relax.
penalty and stuff like that is like those
Here
things add up,
cooking. They
and
already told us
for
we
new
have
players,
4-2
that's totally
GC.
counterintuitive, right? And so
Gutting my
trying to
3
remove
favorite
those kind of
classes
things, like, oh,
and removing
put it
all the
away,
skill expression that high level
just put it
players only
away,
know.
Take it out.
Okay, who
I don't
cares?
need to go through these kind of weird
Well, you wouldn't
combinations
care.
to get that maximum.
You wouldn't either. I
optimal
seen you play the game.
output, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't really
You
make
wouldn't
sense.
care.
So
You know
that's-
nothing about this
Those are
game.
the kind of things that he's
Yeah, I've seen you play the game.
worked on to
Right.
so that's why I'm
Going
saying
crazy.
is like all the stuff
3 kills
that
and you kill every
is
game.
the player movement, the player kind
Squad
of
wipe,
combat
squad wipe,
feel.
squad wipe.
He's kind of sticky. It feels kind of sticky, right? Sometimes like that's why you're jumping all the time, right? It's like as soon as if you're not doing that, it's like you feel like you're stuck in place, right? And you're very
그게
vulnerable.
우리
So,
게임의 아이덴티티이긴 했지만
so he's saying that is part of that identity, but at the same time, that brings this kind of huge
엔트리 베리어.
entry barrier, and
하고
at the
있고.
same time it's counterintuitive, right? So trying to make it more like, oh, okay, if I want to get around this, the game itself is about positioning too, so it's super important. It's like, oh, okay, maintaining that kind of momentum and speed.
Oh,
It's like,
Timmy
oh, why do I
movement
have to learn
bots
all
like
these kind
you
of
with
tricks to
terrible
be able to
pathing?
get
Insane.
around that, right? And so
I just
making
bought
it
20 redstone
feel
shards
like you
using
still
code
have those
Vincent.
skills to position and
Shameless.
position,
Vincent is
but at the same
shameless.
time, you're not, jump spamming. You're not, multi juggling.
네, 그리고 이제 또 하나 이 이모트 메타를
Yeah.
보면서 가장 크게 해결하고 싶었던 거는 예를 들면 랜드마인 로그한테 처음에 이제 찔리기 시작했을 때
Yeah.
그냥 이제 죽어야 된다거나 이런 게 싫었고, 그다음에 뭐 가드를 하거나 공격을 하면 이제 어택 슬로우나 가드 디펜스 슬로우 때문에 너무 느려져서 플레이어 캐릭터가 그 다른 포텐셜을 다 잃어버리는 거, 포지셔닝이나 어보이드하거나 뭐 더 추가로 공격하거나 패리하거나 이런 거에서 되게 제한을 받는
Yeah.
그런 것들을 다 정리해서 약간 좀 더 스킬 익스프레션이 좀 더 가능하게 그렇게 만드는 게 지금 목표예요.
Yeah. So okay.
조금 어렵지만
He's giving me a lot right now, so I'm trying to like condense it, but basically it's going down to like he really wanted to attack the movement meta, right? That head on. And
Okay.
so digging down into it is like, oh, okay, what's causing, why do people feel that the overwhelming need that, I have to always max out my speed, right? Because it is essentially our game is a game about positioning, and having that kind of movement speed advantage makes huge impact, right? But then what are the things that are amplifying those kind of
Oof. So I'd have to build
penalties,
330
right? And so
move
that's the things that he's been
mage cleric. Oof.
trying
Oof.
to
I could
They've
be
said this
290.
like 15 times.
address
They literally
quickly,
said this
right?
like
So
15
he's
times.
talking
I could be
about,
290?
there's gonna be
Doubt
there's
it.
a bunch of those kind of penalties
If
stuck on
290 is the cap, then yeah.
all different types
Nah.
of actions, and so all of that has been adjusted. That's why he's saying
You're
it's
gonna be
like, hey, when you
350.
go
I'm gonna
in,
be 290.
all
You're not
the
catching me.
previous balance that was based on the the previous
They give you a druid rat and a
player
teleport.
character movement system is a lot of it that's going to be upturned, right? Because now you're gonna feel like you have a lot more freedom about like where I move, when you're parrying.
One
when
pick
you're,
to ask
blocking.
if they
Yeah,
think Cleric
It's
should
like,
be able to do as
right
much
now it's
damage
like,
while being a
oh,
support
you're in
class.
this like turtle mode, right? And you feel like sluggish, or when you're
Hmm?
you're trying to parry, it's that you get very slowed down, and so it
I think a
makes it
Cleric
like
should
if
do as
you're
much damage as the support
against
class.
multiple adversaries and where you have to reposition,
Look at
if
druid
you're
does
doing
as a
this,
support class.
it makes it very difficult.
Not
So we're
support.
giving you a little
Yes,
bit
it
more
is.
freedom
That's
Hybrid.
literally
in those
support.
kind of stances.
Hybrid
Okay.
class.
So
Yeah, and what am
The
I?
front line.
Hybrid class.
for more,
Yep, smite
more
DP,
potential,
frontline.
and then
Plate. I
to
get plate
take
armor
some
for
of that
what?
weight
Because I'm
off
frontline.
of, the solution to every
Yeah, I
every
think you should
problem
only
is more
be able to do magic
Yeah, right.
damage.
Does that also mean
Without
that you're
spells.
modifying the
I
mechanics
think
that
Warlock
allow
shouldn't be able to heal at
classes
all.
to like dash?
He can only lose HP.
Because you have classes that are obviously more mobile than
At
others.
this point, that's what it sounds like.
어떤 클래스는 더
He said remove Warlock at this point. You guys are crybabies.
아 그쪽에서는 바뀌는 없어요. 근데 그거
No, like,
시간이 이제 베이스
All of a sudden, I can't full I can't get full HP while Phantomized. I'm gonna cry. Like, huh?
Yeah, but so I'm
Like, if you hit your initial curse, you can still go full HP. If you get hit by something, then it just stops and doesn't go past the recoverable health. Lock in.
you see,
Yeah,
you
so
see
the
the
other thing
issue.
is, so
Don't get hit.
going in
How do
with
I
this,
lose? How do I lose
his
HP?
philosophy here is
Don't get
that
hit.
every weapon from now
No,
on
like,
will
I
have
think it's like,
a block or a parry.
if you
But I
hit
don't
your,
have a DP.
I think it's
Every
like if
weapon
you
will
hit
have
your
a block or a
curse.
parry.
Like, if you
No,
double curse
it's-
somebody and if you double curse somebody, you get hit by a mob. Your health is still going up,
and
keep
so
going
now
up, but it
the
won't
other
go
thing
past the
is, as long
recoverable
as you-
health.
because blocking
But
in our
if you
game
didn't
is
get hit by a
because it is
mob,
target-based, or
Like you already, like let's say
Yeah,
you're 1
that would be
HP,
full health
you go
already.
or
no,
physics-based,
let's say you're 1
right?
HP, you double curse a mob, you
And
can get
so
full
we
HP.
had that
No matter what
penalty
your
as
No,
recoverable
because
health
it's
is.
only recoverable health.
No, he
It's
said
only
he's
recoverable
no, he
health.
literally
Is
said
that you also
he
have
said
a
if you
penalty,
get hit
kind of stuck in place
by like
during
if you
this
get hit by
animation,
something, then it
that,
becomes like it can't go past the recoverable health.
it's gonna
Yeah,
blocking is
that's
gonna
how
be more
recoverable health
substantial.
works.
It's gonna
It's
have
like
more
40%
angles,
of the
not gonna
damage
be
you
stuck.
take is
You saying
recoverable.
like, oh yeah, you could
Nah,
do
like-
blocking as
like,
long as you
I swear, like
Like,
you
you
know,
think
we
there's
gotta
gonna be
see
a
it.
whole extra yellow
predict
bar?
where they're
Like,
no,
yeah,
I'm
it's
saying
gonna
like
be
no,
recoverable.
I'm saying like you're 1 HP.
so
your recoverable
one of
health
the
is
things
like-
that he wants.
Like let's say you're
if this is
5 out of
that
let's say you're 5 out of
a
like
guy that's really good
40,
is
and your
using
recovery
multiple
or
attackers
5 out of
to
100,
block,
your
block,
recoverable
block,
HP is at
or
40.
block, parry,
That
parry.
first curse, blah blah
Yeah,
blah,
you're healing
double
forward, man.
curse, you can go past,
So
but
you're
if you
trying
get
to-
hit
you're
by a
trying to reward
mob
more
during that, it
mechanical
won't
skill,
like
but not necessarily just base it around.
No,
I don't know.
They're
run
just
faster
saying
than
that
other
you
people.
can't
That's kind of the
heal
idea.
past your
Exactly.
recoverable health.
Exactly.
And
Then why
the
did
end
he?
you
Then
take,
why
you
did he
can't
make?
go back.
Glad we got through that.
Why did he make a point to like
all right,
while the curse is
so-
going off, if you get hit, it won't go past the
We
recoverable health?
identified.
Because he's.
Oh wait.
Well,
hold on,
I
let me
guess
see.
you
I
might
think
be right.
we already
Maybe
asked
it
this
gives you
one.
like a burst of recoverable health when
Oh,
you curse
okay.
or something.
This is about like
yeah,
system
we'll
design,
have
but I
to
think we
see.
kind of already covered this question. This
But
was something that,
that
one of
sounds
the other
oof.
boys wanted to ask.
I mean,
Um,
if it was like what I was saying, that doesn't sound bad. It's like if you hit that
Okay,
initial curse,
Achilles
double
lantern
curse, you're
bug?
1 HP, you can go back to full HP. But if you get hit by something,
You can put
it
Achilles
just stops
strike
at
on
your
a
recoverable
lantern, throw the
HP. That doesn't
lantern.
sound bad. But if it's just totally
That's-
like
yeah, if
you're
that's
1
how it
HP,
worked, that
no
would be
recoverable health,
okay.
다른 스팟에서
then
아마
that's yeah,
그거
then
할
it's
거예요.
just that would be tough.
Yeah, then you're just cooked.
He better carry
Okay,
17
yeah,
Bs.
okay, he
잘
did-
봐주고
It
있어.
So you
sounds
haven't
like
looked at that
maybe
directly?
maybe if
There's
it's
a
just like it
balance,
stops your healing and
a-
kills
a
all your
actual balanced
recoverable health or
team
something
now
when you
that-
take damage. I don't
Paul,
even know how that would
The
work.
infamous
Like I
Paul-
like what
Paul.
I was thinking is like
It's not
you would
SDF,
still
but it-
get your
yeah.
heals, like your curse will still be
They-
going,
they
your
get
health will still
into
keep going
arguments
up.
all
It
the
just won't
time,
go
so
past
it's
the
not,
the recoverable HP now that
But,
you got hit while the
there
curse is
is
going
a-
on.
The balance team.
But-
so he's gonna
Yeah,
I don't know.
but that's like the only
make
thing
sure
that
that they
made
know
curses
about
good.
that issue
is
again. To
Yeah.
make sure
The
that
recoverable
But
HP
it
will
also
never
made
be
it
like
HP
above 50.
OP.
coming out. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I mean it wasn't even like
Is
top
there
of
any
the meta though,
other than like
either.
the movement related stuff and like the
Uh-huh.
instant cast stuff? Are we going to see like
Oh,
new
wait.
skills,
Class,
but,
like,
perks,
it's not high-end
abilities,
meta.
spells?
He's not talking about wizard.
Yeah,
for any
so-
classes?
So
Only fighter and
so
warrior.
yeah. So
Achilles
at
lantern
the
bug getting addressed.
start, he wanted to do like an overhaul of the original set of classes because they're kind of getting a little bit long in the tooth compared to the newer ones that are coming out. So he started that, but right now for this update it starts with the fighter and the barbarian, so they're gonna get a lot more
그리고
kind of
Okay.
crazy skills.
네, 그리고 시즌 중에는
Okay.
로브랑 레인저는 업데이트.
And then his plan is during the season
Ball
he's
as
also
usual.
gonna
Give it to the
rework
fighter
or-
barbarian.
not rework, so add new perks and skills for the rogue and the ranger. So that's the plan for this season.
그 다음이 이제 클레리어 우리죠.
And then after that, it's the cleric and the wizard
Okay.
for season 9.
All right. So we are going to see like a whole bunch of new stuff for, I guess, fighter and barb, and then like toward the end of the
Yes.
season, the other two classes,
Rogue and the ranger.
rogue and ranger.
Yes.
Okay.
Should I wait till next year to get buffs?
Any like
So-
any like teaser ideas?
Or
on-
what?
After Rogue
Dead
and
game.
Ranger,
Like a skill
after
or a
Rogue
perk
and
or-
Ranger, they'll give Cleric a new
Okay.
holy water aspect.
Yeah, but when season 9, that's the issue.
그 인드로먼트 영상이어서 그냥
We might be on the 4th layer GC by then.
Pete is just
That's what
loving
I'm
it.
saying. Like Corey Ball has devs.
Yeah, so yeah,
Float
you're
in
gonna
space
see
longer or something.
FPS view barbarian whirlwind skill.
Really?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
huge fun and
Wait, is the whole camera going to
Barbarian
spin and everything when you're
whirlwind
doing it?
360
love
It's
death.
FPS view whirlwind. So yeah, take that as you
it's
will.
perfect.
There is there's actually some skill involved when you're
It's so fun.
to land the hits on that.
All right.
Stuff like
그리고-
fighter has like fortified ground where he's like, hey,
And
come get it.
Skillful
kind of,
whirlwinds.
and disarm.
there's a disarm.
뭐
What is it?
bonus
You're adding a
strike.
disarm mechanic.
It's in there. I think it's gonna be a nightmare to balance because being on the receiving end of it a couple times already, it's like I was like,
I mean, other than the disarm
Are we
song from
serious?
Bard, but
but there are these kind of big skills that are going in that have big impact.
Barbarian or weapon.
Yeah, barbarians could just start throwing whatever weapon they have on hand.
oh, you're
Oh,
adding
no,
throw.
Oh, yeah, it's called a weapon.
Okay. Okay.
So-
Holy.
Yep. All
There's-
right.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a couple other.
Sounds like it could get
ones
interesting.
that you're gonna be.
Achilles Bardiche throw?
So it's almost,
Okay.
it's almost like
Okay.
a MOBA.
That's where you're gonna have an
Yeah.
inventory of war
Yeah.
malls.
No, we don't
Okay.
좋죠.
All right.
You run up on him, he's gonna start
it's so
whirlwinding with fists. Just
Okay.
there goes sleepy.
All right. So
Lariat.
you also mentioned that Arena is not going to be solo self-found this season. Is there going to be a
Yeah,
gear cap
that's-
then?
Yeah, 에픽.
에픽 할 거요?
네.
Epic.
네. 그리고 이제 레귤러 시즌이기 때문에 그 바뀌지 않아요. 그런 거는.
Yeah, so he's
웬만해서 뭐 시즌 단위로만 바뀔 거예요. 만약에 뭐 바뀌면.
so he's very sorry about changing that in the middle of the season. So he's okay. So the answer is that it's gonna be no SSF. It's
에픽.
gonna be the gear cap is gonna be at Epic.
Okay.
And there will be no sub boss.
And no mini
No
bosses,
sub
but
bosses.
regular
Thank
mobs with
you.
no
Okay,
mini
that's
boss.
fine.
Yes.
Because it doesn't
Okay,
spawn
yeah,
black mobs.
That's what he's saying.
There will be monsters, but no sub.
So yeah, the normal no sub bosses. just
Exactly what
normal.
you're saying a minute ago. I said, these
Okay.
these motherfuckers.
What do you guys think,
Yeah.
Chad, for Arena? Normal mobs, okay?
Alright. Can work with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so 기본 그러니까
Lots
sub
of
boss
lots
말고
of
기본
lots of
기본-
W's.
네.
Lots of W's.
Okay.
Okay.
변수로서
Like the normal
Solo
mobs or
solo.
whatever. It's just when you got that
No wonder.
Wraith, Berserker,
특히 토스할 수 있는
Yeah,
two harpies
Skelly
on you.
champ.
Hopefully harpies are sub bosses. Yeah. Skelly champ,
Okay.
man. It's like shit that takes
and
too long
then
to kill,
you-
so
there
then you
was,
get
there was
ran up
mention
on.
of like
Yeah.
volcano
brief the
lava
entire match.
stuff or whatever with the maps.
Yeah. so
What-
there's
what's
a
going on
lava.
there?
So I think he sent you like a little,
Oh yeah, there's like a little video
little-
trailer or
oh,
something that
like
you sent
5
me
seconds.
when the thing started. All right, hold on. Let me cue this up. Oh.
teaser trailer.
Yeah, teaser trailer.
Hang on. I just want to make sure that I've got it like set.
So this is for under the Goblin Caves. If you go deeper down.
Ooh, got a
We want-
case.
So it's more,
Dude.
hey, that kind of
Wait, you said deeper down in
Only go-
Goblin?
yes,
Are we talking like Red Door?
yes.
What? There's a second level to Goblin Cave? All right, hold on. I'm
Yeah.
playing it. I'm playing it right now.
Oh no. Yo.
Okay, this looks fire.
Yeah.
They got turtles in this
Like,
bitch.
All right, like literal fire. But yeah,
They
that's
got turtles
sick.
in this
That looks
bitch.
sick. Here, Chad, I'm gonna turn.
GC's
I'm gonna
about
turn
to
the
be a
volume down.
movie, I'm
I'll
not
just,
gonna
I'll just
lie.
put it on
Oh,
replay.
yeah. Nah, and it's so
so
hyped
you're
they put
adding
on
a second
GC
level to
'cause then
Goblin
GC
Cave.
gonna be popping.
Man.
That's the
Like,
only place I like to play.
That's what I was
rules that
saying.
can be
It's
followed to
playable. I
entry?
can play
Is it
Cleric
just
now.
a standard Red Door? Like, how does it?
It's gonna be the main
work?
map for a minute.
Yeah. So again, it's gonna be the first iteration, so it's a work in progress. So right now it's accessible through the red doors. We're looking at things to make it more thematically, fitting. But right now, yeah, it's red doors. It's gonna be a kind of a smaller map right now because we wanted to just get it out there with the new monsters. So I think the big thing is that it's the new monsters and there's a new boss, right? And so that's the thing that,
Nice.
we want to get people to engage in first, right?
So you guys are adding another map. That's dope, dude. I think people have been asking for a Goblin like level 2 forever. This is pretty cool.
Yeah. So I think, and then this also coincides with a new race too. right?
Actually, level 3.
Wait, what?
Wait.
So
What?
this is.
You're adding another race?
Oh, so I mean, yeah. So there's a race.
The new
Dwarf?
race.
And then so the goblins. So I think this also goes
Yeah, I
in
wonder
with
if it
like, the
actually is the
original
dwarf.
vision for what SDF wanted was like all the maps are supposed to be 3 layers. So if you go back to, you remember like how we catered with the Forgotten Castle
Right.
is the one that's open on all the maps, right? And you have to unlock the other campaigns. Is because our numbers show it, the player engagement shows it, is that the Forgotten Castle is basically our vision for, or the closest to what our vision for like a full campaign is, right? It's three floors. It's supposed to get engagingly harder, and that's the stuff that we're working with. Is I think we
Yeah,
haven't
hell is
succeeded.
hard, man. I can tell you that.
That's the stuff that we're
Like, ease up a little bit.
is to make it have
That's level
ever
3.
increasing risk, and then having but more, greater rewards as you go down. And so the end goal for all the other levels is to become like their version of Forgotten Castle, right?
Mhm.
So you'll also see with this Forgotten Castle, there's a little bit of rework because it's multi-floored. Is that we're kind of exploring and trying to make it so it has different amounts of, I guess, tension, like stress, right? And I think our maps are still pretty small, especially with the PvP factored in. Is that okay? So we are experimenting at the top layer. The ruins is going to be we're trying to pull it out a little bit. There's some technical reasons why it's not like fully fleshed out, but it's going to be a 7x7 size map. And I think that's going to kind of help for people that are coming in and not entering the crucible, the gauntlet right at the get-go, right? And so this also helps give each floor a separate identity.
Okay. So you're gonna make the map 7x7 like the water map is then.
Yeah, so that's we're gonna see. Internally we did the 7x7, and there's actually been some talk. It's like, oh, maybe this is even 7x7 is too small. Again, there's technical reasons why it's kind of difficult to even get to 7x7.
7x7 is too small. That water map's maybe because it's water though.
Are you?
I was say that water map is like
are
you're
you
going around
shrinking
for
then
ages.
the hell level sizes
Dude, that
back
map
down
is
to a
giant.
smaller size,
But it's probably just because of
or
the
are
water,
you leaving
because
them
you
kind of
can't
like 4x4
traverse so
or
fast.
5x5?
No, but there's no way
It's
that
5
map
by
is the
5
same
right now.
size as like ruins or anything.
So
It's not.
this
That
also
map is
goes in
giant.
with some other changes that we're putting in right now.
They're
that
making
What is
rooms
it?
that size.
Like SCF promised last
okay.
this season was the removal of the circle. And so once the circle is removed, we're adding in different ways of trying to control that amount of tension, right? So we're gonna look at different combination of ways to escape, and then giving people enough guidance to get out. At the same time, give them a certain amount of agency.
Mhm.
So what you'll see this time is that there's going to be improvements to the in-game map. So there's going to be more real-time information
Slup's doing here.
about the game session on the map,
Okay.
right? Because we don't have the circle, right? The circle was the one
Got replaced by hers.
So again, I'm talking about all the normal modes, so like adventure mode, or we don't even call it adventure anymore. PvE, normal, and high roller. Squire to Riches is its own special mode now. It's like, so that has the circle, right? That's what makes Squire to Riches Squire to Riches.
Right.
But we're talking about like the campaigns. Is that now I think he shared like a mock-up.
Yeah, there's like a mock-up of the map. 1 sec, let me. I just gotta switch to. All right, so there's a map.
Yo. Yo.
Okay.
What's those yellow icons? Yo.
So you're gonna have like
Yeah,
an
what are
active
those
key
yellow
that will be
icons?
up.
Wait, resurrection
on the map
altars.
then,
Yeah,
like
so
just describing like what each like landmark is.
And when it we're trying to make it fully dynamic. It's not going to be fully dynamic at the start of the white.
Okay.
We want to have more information that also gives us more leeway to make the, I guess, the POIs, like the extracts and the downs a little.
That shit's like a movie.
For us
Holy.
to start playing with the
so
mechanics
big.
there. We're not going to get that all in right at the start.
Double the
but I think you'll
size.
see it with some of the current like ways extractions is that we've tweaked them to make it so, hey, there's always a level of kind of.
I think I learned most of the
Hey, I have
modules. I know where I'm
agency now
going.
to
You see that top
figure out,
top
okay, I
left,
can
2 to the
always
right?
find a way out
Yep.
if I make the right decisions.
Mhm.
But then there's always a level of risk, right?
Okay.
So
Speaking of that, when it
Still got
comes
the
to
bridge
like
in the middle.
red stairs,
Yeah.
at least like maybe not in normals, but maybe in HR at the very least? Will there be like an interaction time on those doorways?
That's
Getting
why I'm
jimmies.
hinting at it. Is
Yep.
that so? Right
going
now,
on?
we're adding those type of mechanics to the blues first, and so we are a little worried that
Okay.
hey, it makes it
Which one,
so okay,
D&D?
because the size of the map,
There's a lot of shit.
we're trying to
Dev
figure out where
Q&A.
that's how far we could stretch it, and,
Watching
and
what?
we're worried about
Shut up,
like,
Jimmies.
oh, okay, how much tension.
The
So the
dev.
reds
Talk about the
is-
next patch.
we're gonna see after kind of getting that kind of feedback. So I know
mean-
what you're talking about, the interaction
Yeah,
activation.
When you say with the
actively
blues, when you say with the blues, do you mean like blue portals, or are you talking about like the static blue exits? Because most all of them already have some type of interaction that's required, aside from a select few.
Tell that nigga to start
And that's
adding
really like
crossovers.
in the static blues that you can take are really only in normal mode anymore. I mean, if you're talking like ruins, you already have the
Harry Potter
drawbridge.
X fucking D&D.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, but the problem there was like it was only limited to the first person. Once it's open, it's open for everyone, right? And we
Right.
think that kind of reduces the amount of tension, and so those are the things that we're working on. Is that hey, you have a limited time gate, when it's safe, and
Okay.
then hey, if you miss that opportunity, then you have to partake in that danger again, right?
Like
And
I
so-
can understand the idea behind wanting to leave it open for like a certain time window. Like games like Arc Raiders, for instance, with the hatch doors, you see that they're only open for a handful of seconds. So I get the idea behind that, but I think the more important issue on our end of things is seeing that people just play off of the doorways, and then you have guys like rat meta stuff. They'll loot a corpse. They'll run down through a red door like real quick. They'll depot all the gear that they stole off of the body, and then they go to the next level and die on purpose because it doesn't
Yeah.
matter,
Oh,
and then
no.
they just
Yeah.
start over again.
그 얘기를 해주고 싶으니까 크로우 플레이.
Yeah.
그래서 그거는 지금 이제 기업 갭, 그러니까 기업 밸류가, 기업 프라이스가 너무 높아서 그렇게 플레이하는 게 제일 효율적인 플레이인 게 문제인 거예요.
Yeah. So
그거를 다른 시스템으로 다 막으려고 하면, 그러니까 그런 근본을 먼저
yeah.
손을
So
고쳐야 되는 거고, 그걸 다른 시스템으로
Terry's like, yeah, shut up, I'm trying to talk.
그런 건 아니야. 현재는.
And
Okay,
to be fair,
I was
it's
just
not-
thinking,
to be fair,
Terry
it's not-
Reeves,
it's
man,
not
he's actually a
that-
good translator.
It's not that we think that people should just like let us kill them because like
yeah,
we
yeah,
want to, right? It's just that it's when they benefit not just off of the effort of other people, but when they get that benefit for themselves, they then do not have to defend it in any way. They can just leave, right? And if the
No, I
idea
mean,
is that there's supposed to
so-
be some amount of risk, if there's no timer on the door, then they have no inherent risk. They didn't come in with anything. They loot whatever they wanted to get. If they end up getting lucky, great. And then they just leave. They don't have to defend it at all.
Yeah. So that's something we know that that's why I said there's active internal discussion about that. So we look at it as it's also linked to the value of the items. Like I said, one of the big pushes we're making
그거랑
this
이제
time
escape
is
rate가 너무 높은 거가
Yeah.
문제예요. 근데
and
네.
so the other thing is that when this system goes in, right? So because the circle is removed, right, is we're actually unifying the game mode or the game rules with the extraction stuff across all the PV adventure, normal, and the high roller. It's gonna all have one set of rules, right? And we're gonna start looking at tweaking that amount of tension with the amount, the location of escapes first, and we wanted to get that first to get a baseline before get the baseline for the risk reward there before we start making assumptions about so we know that the risk reward, like you're saying, that's an issue there with the hey, I have very low risk and I have huge returns by doing that kind of behavior and just zoinking out through the down portals. And so that's on the plate, but that's step 2, and we're almost
Okay.
we just need to what the reaction is with step one, because again, there's going to be far fewer extraction points when it goes out. And so we're trying to figure out, okay, can we get this a decent baseline here? And then we'll start adjusting the risk reward ratio for the down portals. That also has to do with the amount of down portals. We previously, the way that the original system was designed is that we didn't have fine control. So that was another issue, is you could go into crypts and there would be 5 down portals downstairs.
Right.
And we're just like, oh man, that was one of the side effects of our random
그래서
system.
우리가 해주고 싶은 말은, 그러니까 우리가 레드스테어의 인터랙션 타임을 얻는 건 너무 쉽지만 그렇게 안 하는 이유는 그 크로우 플레이도 다 알고 있고, 뭐 그런 것도 이제 그런 부작용 사이드 이펙트가 있는 건 알고 있지만 이게 이제 감옥이 되면 안 되잖아요.
Yeah.
그래서
So
조금
the
더 스킬이 잘 못하는 플레이어들이 도망칠 수 있는 길이 있어야 되는데 우리가 탈출을 너무 쉽게 할 수는 없기 때문에 어떻게 보면 리스크를 감수하는 방향으로 좀 아래로 내려가더라도 도망칠 수 있게 만들어주고 싶었던 건데 이제 밑에 내려갔을 때 리스크가 없는 게 문제인 거죠.
So the last thing, so what the point he wants to SCF wants to make is that, hey, because we don't want to err in the other go too far, as like if we make all the down portals too risky or too risky, because we're already right now the big thing we're pushing for is to make escapes riskier, right? That's what's going to happen with this new set of rules. That's what we're pushing for. Is that if it makes that gets more risky along with the escape, we don't want to accidentally go too far. It's like, oh, now you're just in a jail. You're just in this small jail, like 5x5, where you're in with like these serial killers, right? So we want to go step by step, and kind of fine tune that.
Yeah, there's still a chance.
So you say we know about that. Let us do this big knob first, because I think extraction is that's the name of the genre, right? And we want to kind of get that into. Right now the range is too big, right? It's like, is this way too loose, or there's just there's zero chance of escape, and we want to make it kind of, hey, this is that range. If this is a good range, now let's look at the other alternative ways.
Okay. All right.
Of bypassing
I'm gonna say for the
controlling
record,
the
I kind of disagree with the idea, but I mean, it's like it's your game to make, man. It's like you guys are doing your thing. Okay. Somebody in chat had something.
One peg is crazy.
Yeah, nah, that's what I'm saying.
Chat's
but
asking
he's
about
not
Bard.
kidding.
If there's any more stuff going to be added to Bard.
Bard.
Nothing.
So he
Nothing
says
at the
nothing.
nothing at the moment. All right.
Sorry.
Nothing at the moment. Yeah. That's all right. Yeah.
Just for fighter.
Gathering
So
Hall.
just fighter and barbarian.
Gathering Hall.
So the Gathering Hall right now is, so it was supposed to come out last season, and then
Right.
our goal was to get it out this season. It's not going to come out with the live. Our goal is right now. So, what?
There also has a huge technical depth.
Yeah,
With
so-
the backend.
So it's basically we, when we're building up the game really fast, is that we leveraged a lot of Amazon services, right? So there's a specific thing called
Super expensive.
yeah, it's 이름이 뭐죠? 까먹었어요.
Game Leap.
Yeah, Game Lift, right? So Game Lift, so it's the reason we're able to do matchmaking and distribute the load very quickly and easily, right? But the thing is, like, we're just super heavily integrated into that, and so
그래서 이제 멀티 클라우드로 가서 우리 코스트도 좀 줄이고 하기 위해서 그 테크니컬 뎁트를 해결하는 시간, 그걸 해야 이제 게더링을 만들 수 있기 때문에 같이 하고 있어서 조금 더 걸리고 있어요.
So we're trying to kill two birds with one stone with the Gathering Hall, is to kind of, the Gathering Hall is our excuse for building a new backend that doesn't involve game lift at all, right? So we're building our own, load
That's
leveraging,
absurd.
load,
I seem to
load
know exactly what
scaling,
Terry's saying, though.
and then being able to go to multi-cloud, using different cloud providers because Amazon game lift is really, really expensive.
Okay.
So, that was the backside
I
motivation.
swear I heard
But
this dude
because of
speak
this
English
is
before, but maybe not.
pulling off that one-on-one is
I'm impressed by Terry, though.
we're hitting little technical challenges, right? So the
He's
goal
actually
right
good
now is to get
translator.
that on the test server in February. So that's our internal goal right now, to get it out. At
Okay.
least you could test it, because we do foresee like, hey,
근데
Yeah.
변경될 수 있어.
yeah, but he's saying that could change as it goes on.
Okay.
그래서 개선형은 잘 만들고 싶어서 조금 더 하고 있으니까 좀 미안하지만.
Yeah, so he wants to make the gathering hall worthwhile, right? It's like not just throw it out there. So yeah, that's there's that technical hurdle, and then to make sure that when it is out there, is like, oh, okay, does this hint and show enough of the potential for the gathering hall, right?
Okay.
So he wants it to be a very like a community, and also a way for people to start like expressing themselves, with decorations and stuff.
Okay. At one point in time, you guys also mentioned that you were working on like a skill tree kind of thing for like a fishing system or in like mining and like that kind of stuff. Is that in or no?
It's not in EASA, or it's not in at the start of EASA. Yeah. So
Okay.
We,
I'm just gonna go down this thing like rapid fire.
it's in the works. It's in the works.
Okay.
I only want fishing.
Monk.
Monk.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not yet.
Any new wizard spells on patch release?
Let's see if he can
Wizard?
speak English.
Nothing.
So yeah.
That's like
any
us
new
as
high
system.
loot
I really
points of
want
interest?
fishing.
on the maps. I mean,
Yes.
other than the addition, are there going to be like new module like loot POIs on the existing maps?
Yes, but we'll keep that a secret.
Okay.
So
First level Frost Mountain. Will that be ever getting a boss?
not soon.
Okay.
It's on
Is there a boss
yeah,
in the
it's-
Goblin like hell level?
Goblin.
hell level.
Yeah, the second level of Goblin Caves. Is that going to get a boss?
Fire deep.
Yes,
There should
there's a big boss.
Big boss. Okay. Do you want to share
Yeah.
what the big boss is, or do you want us to find out?
What do you know?
the Fire Colossus.
Yeah, it's called the Fire Colossus.
Okay. So is it like a giant fire golem, lava golem, or is it something different?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. My man Gloctane did videos testing like hundreds and hundreds of iterations of hitting a treasure
Yeah.
pile in luck, and kind of made the determination that luck wasn't doing like shit. So is luck getting looked at?
Not right now. So I was sent that. So yeah, this we have to ask. Hey, what's going on? Why did it? Because all the formulas and stuff are set properly. So, but right now everyone's overloaded with all the stuff getting ready for EAS8. Get that out there, and then we could do a little bit more investigating into what went wrong with the luck formula, why it's not working. And maybe this is a good point for us to be like, okay, maybe the previous luck system, maybe we could rework it, make it more engaging.
So what's
maybe
the
it's an
expectation then for luck? Like what
will-
do you guys expect luck to do?
Oh, what it's supposed to be doing is
Yeah.
that there's a different so every
Like there's a bell curve,
item
right?
on-
Like a certain number of tables, and it rolls, and like all of that, right? Is the idea to like take the
And
shittier
it-
items off the table when you have more luck, so that you get better shit, or like if
No, what
somebody
it
has
does
somebody has
is-
400 luck, like are they supposed to be like 10% more likely to get a legendary? Like how is it supposed to work?
No, so what it's supposed to do, it doesn't take the bad items off the table. Is what it does is as your luck goes up, is each grade has its own what is it like rate. of getting that item or getting that grade of item when it's first opened, right?
Mhm.
And so you have the 7 grades. And what luck does is that it adds based on your luck, attribute, it adds a multiplier to each grade, right?
Okay.
And as the luck goes up, like lower grades, it adds like a negative multiplier. So the original rate starts to kind of start getting lower, right? So if it was like a 10% chance of like getting a common item, but then you have 400 luck and it's supposed to add like a 0.5 modifier. So that 10% becomes like 5%, right?
Okay.
It's not exactly like because
Right.
it's
That's a concept.
yeah, but so as you go up on the luck table, the modifiers actually get bigger for at the very upper end. So it's like
Okay.
Not worried
a
about the
4x or 3x or 2.5x for like epic,
Who
and
cares
so
about that shit?
we
For
gotta
real.
go see why that's not being applied.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because it looks like it's not really changing much of anything, if at all.
Yeah. There should be some.
Yeah, so
there should be some bug.
it's gotta be a bug then.
Okay. So with sorcerer's time distortion getting removed, so that there's no more instant cast, does wizard still get their instant cast skill?
So he's saying it's not removed; it's getting changed.
It's getting changed.
인스타 캐스팅이 없어.
So there's no instant casting,
캐스팅 스피드가 빨라지고.
and the casting speed got improved.
좀 바뀐 거니까 그냥.
So yeah, it's still that concept, but the details of it are changed.
Okay.
지금은 이제
So does wizard get their instant cast perk then, like their ability, their skill, still?
Oh, so can you repeat that question?
Does wizard still
Sorry.
get their instant cast ability?
Wizard.
because that's a limited skill.
Okay, so he's saying because
Okay.
that's a limited skill. Yeah, so
It's
That's-
reasonable.
he's saying that's reasonable. So
Intense focus.
his philosophy change right now is like he's trying to start to remove those stuff that makes the opposing player feel like, oh, this is horrible or this sucks, right? Trying to remove that kind of on the other end.
이제
Okay.
판타지는 조금 포기하고.
But because of that, like the fantasy element and the kind of the power fantasy, he knows that he has to kind of start pushing that down a little. But this
Okay.
is to make whenever the receiving end, you don't feel.
I'm not gonna lie, I agree with
it's
SDF,
this
like in a
is,
way. Like I think the
unreasonable,
instacast is
right?
like cool.
That's the word
You
he
can
used.
only shoot one off.
Okay.
Like
So,
I get why time
To
distortion.
rebalance sorcerer,
wanna
then
get
are
rid
they
of
getting just like
And
a
it's a
general
skill,
like,
not a
spell
perk.
haste buff from something like
True.
TD? Is that
Yeah.
how it's working? Or is knowledge
okay.
going to be like a stat that like matters more now?
눈으로 봐야 돼요. 너무 많이 바뀌어서.
He's saying there's so many things that are changed about that you just have to go in and see.
그래서 캐스팅하고 멀지 그다음에 이제 그 밀리 수소로 있잖아요. 이 세 가지 빌드가 잘 살아나게 하는 거.
So his
single cast,
his goal
multi
here
cast.
is to have like the 3 different types of builds of the sorcerers still be viable, right? But
Okay.
he's saying there's the details are changed so much that you kind of have to go in and see it.
Okay.
패치노트를 보는 게.
So he's saying, look at the patch note. I'm in the same boat as you, so I have no idea what's going on the.
Are there any
Okay.
adjustments that are being made to true damage?
True damage를 뭐 바꾸는 거 있어요?
이제 랜덤 모디파이어에서 트루 데미지는 없어져요.
So he says true damage is fully removed from all the random modifiers.
그리고 맥스 헬스,
And
Okay.
also-
스피드 다 없어요.
and then he's also removing additional move
There
speed
will be no
and
more-
max health.
All
From-
attributes, there will be no all attributes.
No all ads?
And he's also removing all attributes.
근데 이런
whenever-
것들은
No
이제
all attributes
modifiers.
anymore.
No all ads.
All that is brain dead.
the static
All that
modifier
literally
는
comes
It
back,
just
gets
moves.
removed, comes back, gets removed, comes back, gets removed. Like
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
I'm
so
over there.
up. I'm so up.
Okay. Oh, so he.
Wait, what
yeah,
else?
So
bro, at one point you could get 3
there-
all out on
there's
every
gonna
single
be
piece
some
of gear.
changes
Like,
to the primary
so
or
brain
the
dead.
primary stats. You know, the
Oof.
white color stats.
That 330 rogue about to be hidden for nothing.
Some of
이제
these
훨씬 더
Yeah,
Oof.
so he's trying
No
to
true
kind
damage,
of
no all
reduce
that.
the range of that randomness.
I wonder how you get true though. You said
Okay.
they
In
just
terms of
removed
the
the random rolls. Can you
Yeah.
damage them?
Okay.
Okay.
That would be odd.
So it sounds like there's going to be like a big shift.
So no true, no max health,
this
no
next
additional move
patch,
speed,
like-
no all that.
It's going to be very mechanically
I think,
different.
You know, it's going to be mechanically different. I think, you know, from listening, like even
Cool.
you
I always
know,
like when they do big gear changes.
it's
It
like
gets
there's going to
boring after a
be
minute.
drastic
Big shift of players
balance changes,
uninstalling.
right?
Okay, Foxman.
And, you know, I knew like beforehand, before it's like
Your
they
sword
wanted
time
to- he's trying
distortion
to get
getting
away
removed.
Yep.
from the movement meta, right? So that was like.
But
a
Foxman
big,
doesn't think
you
like,
know,
what are they
the
gonna turn
thorn
time
is that
distortion
he's like,
into?
oh, I
Because
really
they're not just gonna
Yeah.
remove.
dislike having the
you know,
movement meta
is
in the game because it
go.
makes it
So
hard to get into, a little, you know, makes it unintuitive. But we want it still to be a game of positioning, and so there's going to be
I feel
dramatic
like Sork's
changes
gonna
to
be
the
better
balancing.
this wipe somehow.
What I was doing with, you know, my team was just focusing more on like the POIs, the maps, trying to get the adventure when you're in the dungeon. Start working on kind of making that feel like more of an adventure, giving, you know,
Undead damage. Demon damage.
And then what we merge together is that we're trying to balance the economy together.
They already
It's
talked
like,
about
oh,
those
our
though. They said
end
they
goal
wanted bad
is
rolls to
make it
make
so
like
you start
more
investing time,
rewarding.
is that the bottom back end, you know, starts rising up. So hey,
And they
you know,
removed
if I
like
put
most
in
of the bad rolls
the 10,
anyways.
you know, or 100 hours, it's like, hey, now at least I have the safety net of like having like, you know, a good set of uncommon or rare items because I put in the time. And then, you know, the other people that are coming up support those
All these
people,
streamers
right?
are worse than
Mhm.
the regular chatters. Like,
Is there
a
going to
lot
be?
of-
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's a lot of changes
Yeah,
that are hard to
everyone's
because
they'll
it's
be
like
glazing once the
line
patch
item,
once the
line
patch
item,
hits.
line
They're about to
item,
start
and it's like
glazing.
one by one. You know, it's like these are things that all interact together to make the game supposedly feel better balanced, right?
That's what happens when you're turbo attached to
our overall
broken class
philosophy
too.
here
Like,
was like,
it's gonna get
hey,
changed.
make the game more intuitive, make the game that if you put in the time, you make progress, and then when you do suffer setbacks, it's not as harsh. That's basically the key words for season 8. So it's not really like, oh, there's these big features. But it's kind of like, you know, the elephant in the room was like Arc Raiders came out, did outstanding, and I think we looked at it and we were saying how we have a lot to learn from that. And it's like, oh, what are the things that they're doing really well there? And it's like, okay, let's try to see like what are the ways that we can apply some of that stuff to our game without losing our identity.
Okay, so just to like kind of recap, the idea is that you're removing move speed modifiers from random rolls on gear, right? But you're also trying to, I guess, make the movement meta not so much a thing by giving players a little bit more mobility, like in general, so that they can be more mechanically sound when they're fighting toe to toe. So there's not going to be as much jump spam, and there's not going to be as much like movement speed stuff, because the idea is to incentivize fights and then reward people for their own skill. That's the idea.
Yes.
Okay.
But then on top of that, so that's the idea. But on top of that, the super challenge is, but still make gear worthwhile.
Kiting
right?
dead?
Up to a certain point.
Right, because the moment that you start taking away
So-
random rolls that were like the most sought after things,
Fuck
that's
it. Remove
gonna
move speed
devalue
and get
what it
everybody
is that
slow.
people
I'm
are
fucking
losing.
running people down. Sprint
and that's
fighter.
the stuff that like people want a
You
true
know,
damage
right.
plus all and movement speed. Like
Rage
those are the 3
Barbarian.
biggest
GG.
like things. Well, and plus health, I guess. But even then, that's changing, right? So,
Yeah. So,
히어로인텔 챙기기를 좀 어려워졌으니까 그래서 그거는 없어지니까 헤드샷 데미지 레이션은
Getting rid of max health rolls
oh yeah.
huge
So
too.
like one of the other things he's saying is that the headshot
You
multiplier.
have the vigor
is gonna
stack and you're
reduce
never
to
gonna have as
1.5
much
again.
HP.
headshot multipliers going back to
because of these-
1.5x.
Yeah.
왜냐면 HP를 많이 챙길 수 없으니까.
Yeah, because it's going to be more difficult
Oh,
to
and
get,
headshot too.
you know,
Fire.
durability with, you know, with extra health and stuff, max health.
Okay. Because like people have less HP, so the crit doesn't need to be as high, I guess. Okay, let me see. So is there going to be like a general rebalancing of the damage system then in general? Like, are you trying to keep the time to kill like roughly the same?
TTK는
지금은 TTK는 그러니까 우리가 데미지는 바꾼 게 없기 때문에 그러니까 듀러빌티가 내려갔으니까 근데 이제 전체 아이템 파워도 조금 내려간 거잖아요. 트롤 데미지 이런 것들이 없어졌으니까 그래서 뭐 크게 차이 못 느낄 수도 있지만 지금 조금 빠르다고 느낄 수도 있어요. 근데 봐야 돼요. 아마 느릴 수도 있어요. 오히려 반대로.
Yeah, so he's saying that
이건 정확하게 보기가 좀 힘들었어요.
it's because it's so because durability went down overall, right? But at the same time, the damage didn't change. But at the same time, like the true damage, all those kind of super spiky kind of
네, 그래서 빌드에 따라서 좀 다를 거예요. 그리고 우리가 아이템 전체 그 프라이머리 그 프리미티브 그 어트리뷰트를 시프팅 했잖아요.
Yeah, so the primitive stats of the items were shifted too. So I think the overall
like got them stuck on a dumbass question. Like obviously they're trying to make the TTK the same, bro.
Right? So
they
it's
got rid
like,
of HP,
in our
true
game,
damage, and
live,
headshot
on the
multiplier
live
lowered.
server right now, it's like the TTK differs from like if you're all in blues, if you're in the upper end and you have like and so where is it's going to be more normalized. I think that's the thing you could say is that maybe at the very at the lowest end is that the TTK goes up slightly, but at the upper end it the time to kill it becomes longer, right?
Right. So if you remove true damage from random rolls, so does that mean like stuff like Frost Amulet still has its true damage on it? Like
그런 프리미티브 있는 거는 있을 거죠.
프로스트 아뮬렛은 이제
like Frost Amulet, yeah. Are the base stats on those still true?
But he doesn't recall exactly. So there was items that were
프로스트 아뮬렛이랑 피닉스 초커가 only one 옵션 되는 거는 우리가 원하는 건 아니에요. 그게 아무래도 되는 거 원하는 거 아니어서.
He didn't want it. Some build always went with Frost, Phoenix Joker.
Yeah, I mean like that's always what they go to.
이제 트루 데미지 아닐 거예요, 제 기억에. 에디셔널이었던 것 같아요. 에디셔널 데미지로 바꿨을 거예요.
Yeah, so he thinks that true damage is removed from those items. It's probably additional damage right now. But again, he said that was being done like a month ago, so it's hard for him to know the recall exactly.
People have been asking about like tumble for rogues. I mean, because that still is obviously going to provide mobility, but
there's no
adjustment to tumble for rogues.
Yeah, he said there's no adjustment. Not yet, he said so.
Okay.
I'm dead. Like who wants?
Oh yeah, there was also mention of like you guys modifying the mob density in Nightmare, in High Roller of the Nightmare mobs. You had mentioned something about that already.
거긴 바뀐 게 없을 텐데.
Yeah, so in I guess it matters this where specifically. So like we said, High Roller Ruins is gonna feel a lot more spaced out because we put in these points modules that are specifically for lulls and stuff. So if it'll feel like, oh, okay, there's less density, but it's not like we went in and pulled out each individual monsters right now.
Yeah, I think it was just more along the lines of like when you ended up in a fight with some other guy, team v team, if you end up in a populated module, one team inevitably gets swarmed and it ends up kind of detracting from the fight that you're trying to have. And it slows down. It makes progression in HR really slow in some of those modules because of how many mobs are in them.
Yes, so I think that's another tool we have. This we're gonna kind of look at. Me with the level team is throughout season 8 is, hey, we could do a little bit more fine tuning for the levels. So what I'm mentioning here is that it also has to do with the party queue size for the maps too. Is that we're trying to
What is he cheat? What?
do it for a certain part. If we make a module and it's balanced for one party size, like trios, and then if you go in with a solo, you're gonna feel completely overwhelmed, right? And so I think we have to do like a huge pass going through and like really rebalancing what we know now. A lot of these modules were made, like the older maps were made 2-3 years ago, right? And haven't really been rebalanced at all or even looked at. So yeah, but there's not like a big, hey, that's what we focused on right now. We had bigger fish to fry first. So
Okay. Are there going to be any other modifications to Warlock or any additions to Warlock other than what you changed with TM?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, nothing.
Okay. TM change.
Yeah, he said
That's it. Okay.
We're supposed to
But
Can
he
you ask
says
about
nothing.
Arena is
saying
going to
they
be
focus-
3 staff, meaning like people having like their own 3-man teams.
그거를 어떻게 할 건지.
그래서 그 솔로 트래시월드를 좀 높일 거예요. 네.
Okay, so he's saying
문제였다.
he's going to raise the limitation, the MMR limit where you have to go solo. He's going to raise that. He
Okay.
thinks that the issue was that it was too low, and
네.
so people were hitting it too early.
근데 이제 이게 만약에 별로 플레이어들이 재밌어하지 않으면 아마 그 솔로 트래시월드는 없앨 수도 있고요.
But he says that
그거는 이제 레귤러 시즌 보고
look at the how it goes during the next season.
네.
And
이거는 시즌 단위로 바뀔 거니까요.
yeah, and he's looking to if the feedback is not good, is that the subsequent arena season, then he'll consider removing that completely.
Okay. Arena rewards for like rank stuff.
Arena, yeah. So that'll be announced. I think in March we're gonna
March.
show the yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be the same. It's gonna go out with the adventure rank when we release those rewards, and so you work at this season so you could get that whatever you want to show off for the next season.
Okay. People making arena custom lobbies, if they wanted to do that themselves. Are you doing that like with like your own, I don't know, the guild hall thing?
Again, this is tied in with the
Gathering
gathering hall because going back to killing 2 birds with 1 stone was that if once we get the gathering hall up and running, is that gives us that opportunity now to allow people to run custom instances of the dedicated server. Yeah, dungeon, like arena dungeons or tournament.
There's some games that go so hard.
It's all dependent right now on getting over that technical hurdle right now for the gathering hall first.
Okay. Will there be another like grindy boss for like a rare drop to get a rare item like there was this past season with Stingray?
뭐
Stingray? No.
그건 너무 낮았죠.
Yeah.
근데 이제 그런 변화는 시즌 중간에 되도록이면 안 하고
Wait.
싶기 때문에.
Can I ask you, was I the first person to get the torch? Do you guys know? Or did somebody beat me to it?
있잖아요. 사람이
I'm wasting time, Chad.
I don't know. We don't know. We can ask.
I was just curious.
But,
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Chad's gonna get pissed because I'm asking you questions that they don't give a shit about.
Just ask us later on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Can you ask about U.S. Central server?
Yeah. Oh, U.S. Central server. So yeah, he has thoughts about that. I think right now it's the player numbers, yes, again, I don't know if we could support that right now.
Okay.
Again, it's linked in with like Amazon because we use Amazon for everything right now. Is that it's more of a situation
central
of
server,
okay, do we have the player base to support that? Does it make sense for us in that regard?
Okay.
If anything, just remove
So
West.
no custom stuff for now.
Not until Gathering Hall. So yeah.
Okay.
So anytime you see us when we did the Dungeon Rivals last time, is like basically what we do is we make an entire full stack of our entire system just for that. Is just to run that one server or one instance, right? And so we know that's we got to move away from that. That's all that research and development that's going into Gathering Hall. Once we get that completed, then now it opens up a whole bunch of opportunities for it.
Okay.
Even on the live.
Any changes to gold storage, or are you keeping gold storage the same?
Yeah, cool.
Cold storage?
We're gonna make it. So the other thing is, we're looking at making, the how cumbersome like gold is right now is not. We're looking at ways to make that less cumbersome, right? So giving you ways to expand your inventory quicker, giving more ways to store it. And then one of the things on the topic is, okay, how do should we make it so you can store more per slot, per bag? So that's something in discussion right now, but right now we haven't made an actual decision specifically on the amount of gold.
Yeah, because there always ends up being a placeholder item, right? It was keys, and then it was, I don't know, unique emeralds or something, and then it was now it's death blooms. So it shifts.
There's gonna be, and we're also kind of leaning into that for this season. Is like we're gonna have those different kind of POIs is that have kind of mid-value POI items, drop areas, and items that actually have like have that actual value if you wanted to convert it into gold directly. So we're making some of the instead of like that, the death blooms, is like there's gonna be specific items that you can actually trade in to the merchant for tens of thousands of gold. Yeah.
Okay. And then
So
people
it's
are
kind of
asking
like-
if the egg torch skin will be in the store this season or next season or whatever.
그 스토리가 이제 이번에 스토어에 나올 건데.
이번 시즌 안 나오죠. 다음 시즌에 나와요.
Yeah, it's gonna go out
season
next
동안은
season. Yeah.
So not season 8, season 9.
He wants to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, season 9.
One season removed.
Because specifically this time it was so difficult that the people that went through all that trouble, we were like, okay, we'll give you guys that that little bit of extra exclusivity time, to kind of, hey, I was one of those people that went through that the pain and suffering to get that. Yeah.
그래서 우리는 그건 이제 다음엔 좀 그렇게는 안 할 거다.
Yeah, and so the thing is, in the future, we don't want to do.
되게 미안하게 생각하고 있어요.
Yeah.
근데 이제 그걸 그라인딩한 사람들을 또 디스포인트.
Yeah, so we didn't want to disappoint the people that grinded this season to get that, right? So that's why we're extending the exclusivity time.
Right.
But in the future, we're gonna move away from making those kind of rewards that require that heavy amount of RNG and grinding.
Guys in chat keep spamming ask about artifact drop rates, but you're not saying what you want to know about artifact drop rates.
Oh, so again, things are gonna be a little different with the way that we're kind of making it so you could target POIs and stuff. And with that, for POIs to really be POIs, is that the risk to reward ratio has to match. And I think with a lot of what we're trying to do is make some of the risky stuff more risky. So that also in turn means that the reward should be better, right? So I'll leave it at that.
So can you nerf the artifact drop rates and make them more rare just to trigger people? I think they would really enjoy that.
Can we nerf that?
Yeah, because they're asking for them to be increased. So I think it would make sense to just make them worse, right? Right, chat?
So you guys want that? All right.
Don't fucking ask that. See, they're getting mad already.
That was one of the issues with this last season is we reduced that rate and made it so even the people that were trying to farm the artifacts, they gave up and they're like, okay, I'm just gonna farm other people that bring in good items, right? And so I think there was a negative feedback loop that happened with that. So again,
여기 좋은 채팅인데 럭 고치면 나한테
oh yeah, dude. Once we fix luck too with the better artifact rates, is I think now luck will be even better, right? So
the lack of an MMR system and how the highest level players are matched up against fresh players, which is a huge killer of the player base. They have game modes designed for fresh players. What do you need MMR brackets for?
Yeah.
But didn't we had those at one point? Didn't we have? Well, we had gear score brackets.
Okay. So we also did MMR brackets in normal long time ago. Like we joke about that. We've gone through pretty much every single type of matchmaking system in the back end. Again,
matchmaking tool 1000개 있고 싶으면은 할 수 있죠.
Yeah, so the side effect of trying to split all these matching pools is that it just makes more matching queues, right? And so our philosophy right now is like, okay, let's try to just keep it at a limited amount that's still pretty big, right? For I think our current population base, but at the same time, it gives freedom. When we try to reduce it too much and take away the freedom, like this early this season, where High Roller was just a random dungeon. I think that the loss of agency there had a bigger negative effect than the amount of supporting the larger amount of matching queues. So
okay, and then I guess finally, because we're getting up here in like 2 hours now. There's you guys are doing Twitch drops things starting on the 30th, right?
Yeah,
so 30th to the 12th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going from
so
the 30th to the 12th, and then, but you guys are
2 weeks.
It's a little different this time around, right?
Yes. So the SSF period before, generally we've been doing the first 2 weeks. We close off the marketplace, right? Is that hey, we've seen those responses like, okay, I'm done. Hey, that was a awesome season for the first 2 weeks. See you next season, kind of. So we're curious. So this season we're actually extending that so another week. So we're going to do the 3 weeks of SSF to see.
Self-found is 3 weeks this time.
We're not, so the no marketplace, no trading post for the first 3 weeks.
Okay.
We need to check.
Yeah. And we want to see like, oh, okay. We do see like, a fall off after the second week. And we want to see, hey, is this really due to people leaving because of the SSF mode disappearing? If we see like, hey, this fall off happens at the third week, it's like, oh, okay, there's definitely a direct correlation now with SSF event and people leaving, right? So that's why we're extending it. On top of this is that around that time is we're planning for the first kind of big feature that's going in this wave is we're going to put in like our version of the hideout, kind of it's going to be the workshops.
Yeah, I was going to ask because there was a workshop tab in the one image that you shared.
Yeah. So it's basically cool.
아직 안 보였지만.
Oh, you have an image of it too?
So,
여기.
Yeah, so the workshops it's supposed to come out. We're trying to complete it in time for when the marketplace opens because we think that it integrates with that.
Well, yeah.
So
Did,
you could
did you
get-
have it? Did you have an image that you were sending me of it? Did you want me to share it? I haven't
No.
seen it. You don't. I mean, you don't have to. I just didn't know
Yeah.
if you had one that you wanted to send.
The current in-game screenshot just says coming soon, and
Okay.
people are gonna rag on us for whatever that means. But coming soon this time really does mean coming soon. So
Okay. So there's gonna be like a hideout like feature kind of thing.
no, so it's just more workshop. It's basically I guess it's closer in kin to what you saw in Art Raiders, I guess.
Okay.
With the workbenches and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
It was something like we wanted to do that
Craftable
a long
workbench
time ago, and so it's just this time just internally the way like the resources kind of the programming resources kind of came out was like, oh hey, we have resources here that we could work on this. But it was again, it's a kind of substantial feature. So the original goal was supposed to be EASA. It's going to come out a couple weeks later.
Any changes to Faustian Bargain?
Yeah, so there's new monsters. It's yeah, and new balance. Like we kind of overtuned it in terms of like the quest and the how much participation you had to do to get the quest. So there's little balancing changes. Again, the eventual
Yeah,
goal
nigga
is
turns
to
into a
make this
Skelly Champ
be
Wraith.
kind of its own little game
Fucking
move. But right now,
nigga
it's-
turns into a
it's
warlord,
just-
starts doing new
fuck that.
attacks.
So there's more monsters.
Let me turn into
yeah.
that black worm.
Will
Fly
Faustian
around the
be turned
map.
on in HRO?
Thanos for real.
Not yet. So the eventual
That would
goal
be the
is
scariest
to
shit on earth.
get to a point where, when it gets to it's like its own kind of.
I think Faust Bargain's so
Hey,
cool, but it's
now,
funny that they put any resources
high
into
roller
that.
is even more high tension,
Black
high stakes because the
That's
monsters
cool.
from the beginning are.
Surprised they could even
people
get that to work, honestly.
Are going to be the expert
Black
monster
Worm.
players, right?
But can't
Okay.
figure out quivers.
Yeah, like the more. So yeah, the inspiration here is again like a little bit from Dead by Daylight,
That
right?
black worm make you
Right.
quiver?
Okay.
It's like you have the guys that are really good at playing the murderers, right?
I mean, it's kind of.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's literally
it's
Dead
been-
by
it's been
Daylight
good
like
for a
inspiration.
couple,
Like,
like,
I know
So right
exactly
now-
why they took it. The ASIM game
Yeah.
part. It's fun.
그것만 플레이하는 유튜버들.
You saying over there, little dude? I have to turn you up because
Yeah,
that mic was
so-
terrible.
But the eventual goal he's saying is that there's some streamers already that are just that all
I
they
was
do.
saying,
is
bro. I
House
heard a
Party.
black
So
worm and I heard
okay,
quiver.
flesh that out eventually.
I'll
But
turn
not,
you up
I had
too.
you
didn't even know
quivering.
were in here.
Okay. Any changes
That
with
black
gems or
worm had you
gemming?
quivering?
I had you
Or
quivering.
is that system the same?
yeah,
Huh?
socketing will be expanded.
When you do that?
I think not being able to do the primitive or
Let's
the
not.
primary stats on socketing this past
You
season
had me
really hurt.
quivering.
So it's like it's the rich get richer kind of thing. Again, the philosophy
never touch me,
for
boy.
this
You is not
upcoming
gay.
season is the exact opposite. Is like, hey, let's help the people that are trying to come up. Have a bigger middle class kind of. And so
So they're bringing
we're
back
gonna make
gemming
multiple
worlds.
ways to kind of close that gap, right? If you put in the time, if you put in the work, you get lucky. So that's the gem system, the socketing system, the crafting system is being reworked a little bit, and then the workshop system. So the workshop are ways that you could kind of convert your trash into better items.
Okay.
Okay, so they're
That's-
trying to
that's
go the
kinda
arc
cool.
route and like have
People are
everything
asking about
be
making the
able
trade
to
window bigger,
used to
like a
craft.
bigger inventory to be able to trade items at once.
The trading post is
Like the grid, the inventory grid for trading.
He's like, no.
No. I mean, the smaller
that's
size,
yeah.
smaller size has more transaction cost, I guess, when you're doing that. But people are asking, like, is there going to be a new artifact on the lava boss? the golem boss in the
New artifact.
이거는
new artifact.
Yeah, not this time.
근데 그 도쿄 게임 플레이어들한테 리퀘스트 받은 것들도 있고
네.
그다음에
And then
우리가
the contest
그
있었잖아.
컨테스트에서
Yeah.
우승한 것도 있었고 아티팩트는 앞으로 좀
Yeah, so
집중해서 여러 개
he's not
만들
gonna.
거예요.
There, he didn't make any new artifact this season, but because we had that the contest to design the artifact, we had to put that.
Oh,
in.
right.
And then we also
리퀘스트
had direct requests when he went to the Tokyo Game Show from the hardcore players there. It's like, oh, got some ideas from there. So not this season, but he has thoughts for continuing adding in the next batch of artifacts.
Okay. All right. We're getting down to the end, boys. We're getting down to the end. Some of your questions just aren't going to get asked. I'm sorry. All right. I know y'all are spamming like crazy. And no change. Is there any changes to Rogue at the start of the wipe? The next season?
Rogue 바꾸는 거 있어요?
로그는 없어요. 로그는
He said no changes to the rogue.
그리고 뭐 그 사람들이 질문 많이 하고 있어요. druid은 이제 슈퍼 점프는 안 될 거고요.
So he said there's no super jumping with the druid now.
그거 안 될 거고. 그다음에
No chicken jumps.
근데 이 얘기는 해주고 싶어요. 그러니까 사람들이 리퀘스트가 되게 많으니까 그 인벤토리 소트랑 서치는 어떻게 좀 해주고 싶다 이런 마음이.
Yeah. So okay, he said he was looking at the chat, and so he saw that people have a lot of requests for inventory sort and
auto sort button.
야미 스트림에서
And he went on and he went on Yami's stream. He's like he promised that, and he wants. So the reason it didn't come out again, it's so dependent on the inventory system.
근데 그것도 우리가 좀 어글리하게 만들면 얼마나
So the thing is, he hates doing these kind of hacking ways to put in features, but we've already done it this time with the quiver that's going in. It's very not elegant. So he's like,
just 2 hours work.
Okay.
I really don't like that.
He hates doing that.
Code
The spaghetti code and hard coding and all that. But he's like,
근데 플레이어들이 원하는 게 더 중요하니까 이제 원하는 게 빨리 해주자.
The nigga just say he just made the quiver in 2 hours.
Changing that mentality.
Yeah, that's what he said. Because and I know exactly what he did. He did exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, bro, if you can't make a quiver, literally just make the stack arrow go to 40.
Okay, that's why it wasn't going in. So he's saying he has a change of mind.
He said he went that bitch up in 2 hours.
Just hard bashing in the auto sort.
Oh, and then there was an
two
inventory
things
bug
I can
where
make
you could
out.
like
Made
swing
it
the
in
weapon
2
while
hours,
you were in
and
inventory.
I want fishing.
Yeah, inventory 버그 있는데 inventory 보고 있는데 이거를
공격이 되는. 그 문제는 알고 있었고, 근데 지금 그게 되게 랜덤하게 나오고 있어서 정확한 그걸 몰라요.
Okay, so they know about that bug.
이번 시즌 초부터 알고 있었는데.
So yeah, he said he knew about it from the start. But the problem is that it occurs so. Yeah, they don't know how to recreate that bug right now.
그러니까 계속 발생하는데 그 정확한 컨디션을 모르.
So, Chad, if any of you guys know how to recreate that bug, just saying.
Maybe 알고 있을 거예요. 그래서 조금 알려주면 최선을 다해서 수정해. 그거 엄청 불편하거든요.
Yeah, so he says he knows how frustrating that is.
제 크로스보우 그냥 나가버리고.
Game population has been consistently decreasing. What's the plan? Oh, clearly they want it to continue to go down, man. That's why they work so hard.
Yeah. So So the plan right now is this season is just fix the economy, stupid, right? So for EAS8, so what we saw is that the player numbers do go down, as the season progresses. But what we're interested in is the slope, how it decreases, and then what the minimum base it sustains at, right? Because I think that's a better indicator for us is like, that the health of the system and so for us is that the last season not having proper smoothing and then not being able to progress properly, and having those big gaps between like the haves and the have-nots was a really big issue for us. But at the same
I don't care. I
when
seen
we
the
looked
lava
at the
map.
overall
I'm ready.
scope and the remaining
Yeah,
bandwidth,
lava map
was
looks
that
fire.
it
Are we gonna get
actually
a full
with
trailer
all
though?
things
Where's the
considered,
white
with
trailer?
how bad those systems were balanced right now, is that it
They
was better
said
than expected,
that
right? So the thing is, this season is
there's
to actually
so
fix
much
that
to
and
put
then
in the white
to
trailer. They had
the
to
white
delay it.
trailer?
reduce the
No,
greater
they
that
said they had to
slope,
delay it
downward
because
slope,
they didn't want
before we
they
start
were waiting for one more
throwing
thing to
in
get
money
finished.
to actually do a lot of marketing.
Uh,
Even with so the thinking behind here is that even with the situation as it is right now, is that we are still with almost zero active marketing push right now. Is that organically we're still getting thousands of players coming in every day, right? And so what we're seeing is that, but because of these kind of fundamental economic issues, is they'll go and they'll bounce off, right? Because they can't get over that first hump. And so that's why this time we focused on getting that gating done properly. Like you're saying, it's like, okay, we don't have an actual MMR system with the matchmaking right now. Is that, but then we do have ways, we have modes, right? The problem is getting that information, educating people of, oh, okay, stay in this mode until you get comfortable, and then you could start gradually going into the modes that you should be at that comfort level of going into. So that's part of thinking behind the big kind of presentation changes this upcoming wipe. Once we stabilize that, if we see that, hey, okay, the grade feels better, there's a decent bandwidth here, and we'll start throwing in money. The way for us, we look at it is like, it doesn't do us a lot of good when we have a decent baseline to throw in money where we have this big hole in the bucket. We're losing new players this quickly.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll check out the new patch when it comes out, and I think we're all looking forward to it. It's there's some cool stuff wrapped in here. It's gonna be trying out like a lot of this this mechanical shift is gonna be interesting. So
it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys got any like closing thoughts that you want to share with everybody?
그냥 너무 늦게 원하는 것들 해줘서 미안하다고 얘기하고 싶어요.
Yeah, so he's saying he's really sorry that it took him so long to come to realize, to get you guys what you actually wanted so late.
All right. Well, thank you guys for taking the time. It's been a solid couple of hours. I appreciate you guys taking the time to respond to all the questions that everybody had. And I guess we'll see you for the patch, and hopefully things go off pretty well.
Yeah. So One Peg, thanks as always for giving us this opportunity to
sure,
reach out
anytime.
directly to the community. I know there was a long instance of or a long time of radio silence this time, is because the situation was pretty dire, and for us it's like, okay, we wanted to put our heads down and then just kind of start fixing the actual fundamental cracks. So, and like I said, like what we talked about, there's a lot of stuff that had to be addressed, right? So it's going to be a little shocking, but at the same time, I think people that have played Dark and Darker for a long time, is like it still should be Dark and Darker, but now with the beginnings of polishing. Yeah. So,
okay.
We had a lot of Lego blocks, and we just kind of threw it out there. Do what you want. Now we're saying, oh, okay, here's the Lego. We package it, and here's a little instruction manual. That's the difference.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're all looking forward to it, man. So hopefully everything goes well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. All right. All right.
Okay.
See you.
In a couple days.
Bye. Yeah, a couple days. All right. All right, boys. There you go. Look, it's you. Snarry wanted me to ask, can you please ask about with Wipe coming up and y'all's history of fucking shit up, delaying it? Will you guys be posting the Wipe to test servers? And then he got mad. Man, fuck this shit. Man can't even ask questions that actually fucking matter. Some of you guys, I swear to God. I mean, granted, they made mistakes. I'm not denying that. I'm not denying they make mistakes, but damn, dude, learn how to frame a question. Like, hey, fellas, you know how y'all been fucking shit up like crazy in the last, like, year and a half? You know how you guys were really fucking shit up? You know those mistakes you were making like mad? Yeah, that's really gonna get me a follow-up. They just fucking hang up. Too funny, man.
I don't know why I run Dooms over Rogue.
I mean, and not for nothing, I did ask that question.
Like, the only reason
I just asked that question 20 different ways about like a bunch of different
lobby and the same 10 people every game. Like, I don't feel like Rat Rogue is like really big of an issue.
Didn't even ask about third ability. That has been discussed so many times, and they have openly said that they are not adding another skill or another perk slot to any class at all. Like, it's a core mechanic of the game that you get 2 skills. Like, I don't ask certain questions because you guys lack context sometimes, and you want me to ask shit that's been asked 100 times in the past.
Nah. Bro, just shut up. Why are you talking about Marvel in here? My God.
Head A.
Marvel.
I could sense the stupidity. Oh, I'm playing. What's up, guys?
What's
The
going
only
on?
Marvel player here, buddy.
Sim, why don't you
You
stream?
posted a full recap. Yeah, I just gotta post the recording.
Oh, you
I don't know what
retired,
you're
bro.
talking about. I never streamed.
You were up.
Guildhall, yeah, the social halls aren't happening yet because they're trying to find server.
You were up.
Nah, bruh. What's good with you, man? What you got going on?
You know, just working. Just working.
You was not working, buddy.
Yeah, we unemployed as shit. It's nothing. Playing games. That's it.
You still top 100 rivals and shit?
I don't really play that game that much anymore.
Damn.
You get on every now and again when the buddies want to play.
Okay. What was your like peak? Your peak like rank?
Well, like that I ended, or like actually like hit in the middle of the season.
Shit, all time.
Top 50. But that's
God
like.
damn, you a fucking nerd.
No, but that's early season. If you're talking about what I ended in, I ended like top 400, 300.
That's so fucking crazy.
I've never ended top 50.
That's cause I know you screenshotted the fuck out of that shit.
No, because it was early season, so no, it doesn't matter. If I don't finish it, it doesn't matter.
Shit,
No, if
I
I'm-
would
if I'm top
screenshotted that
50
whole bit. I would have been telling all kind of people. I'm top 50 out here, nigga.
Yeah, but if you're top 50 and you're celestial, it doesn't matter. You know?
It does matter to me, nigga.
Yeah.
Trying to be top 50 in Tekken right now.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd I see
I don't
Cleric?
know.
Yeah, good luck.
I swear I've seen you play again, by the way. Isn't your name How?
Yeah.
I swear I've seen you, bro. I swear I've seen you.
Yeah. I mean, I played, but not since Deadpool. I haven't played
I think
at
you were
all
on
since
Fantastic
Deadpool
when I
patch.
saw you.
Oh yeah, then that was a while ago. I was just playing
that's
Gambit. Gambit and Psylocke. And just ult bot on Psylocke.
What the fuck? What are you watching? watching tour.
You see that? You see that?
Why did you get on your whip?
Yeah, I was trying to get away from him 'cause I'm like, damn, he fast as hell in the water.
Why did you get on your whip
And
and start chilling?
He jumps.
Wait.
Nah, look, he uses me as an Uber though, cause look.
Dark and
Look at
Darker has
this.
water stuff. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they added this shit. He just chills. I get stuck all the way on this other platform. He's like, I bet. Appreciate you. Yes,
Is this
sir.
an NPC or is this a player?
That's an NPC. It's
No
just a
way.
random AI. He's just trying to kill me, but he's just tweaking out. I don't know. I've never seen that before though.
Actually used you as an
That's
Uber.
hilarious.
Yeah, he got off.
Wait,
Didn't even attack me.
I'm gonna go Inspire real quick because I gotta see if my FPS is gonna be stable multi-streaming this.
Nah, this looks like enough people for 2v2 multiverses.
Yeah, he always comes in here on some bullshit.
Yeah, what was I talking about?
I knew it was
2v2
gonna
multi?
happen. Come on,
You
man.
still talking about that bullshit, nigga?
Shit. It's got a place in my heart, bro. Shit.
It's okay, gotta play some hard too.
Oh,
Just not coming back unless Netflix brings us back. Yes, sir. You gotta tell Tony.
Possibility.
Tell Tony get that Netflix contract going.
What you mean? He sold it, bro. He's not a part of it no more. He's gone. He got his bag and left.
Yeah, but he sold it to Warner Brothers. They not a thing no more. He gotta go talk to Netflix. Tell him. Trying to get right.
Sure Netflix did buy Warner Brothers, huh?
I never followed up, but I know they put in a bid, but I don't know whatever happened to that because I didn't keep looking at it.
No, I remember seeing posts. They want to bring back how cinema used to be, or whatever the fuck they said. Bring back real
how
cinema.
cinema used to be.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
let's see
it's
if my
like
FPS is
word,
stable.
Shit, they got. If they bought Warner Brothers, they got IPs to work with now.
Yeah. Yeah, Slub, you popping out for wipe?
Popping up what?
Are you popping out for wipe?
Am I popping off or wipe? You know me, nigga. I'm in that bitch after wipe.
What?
Oh.
Yo, wait. Yo, wait, am I in HR? Like, what? Huh?
I thought that nigga was talking about wipe on Dark and Darker.
Yes.
Is that not what
Yeah, nigga, after the wipe, nigga, I'm going crazy. Did I not
Okay.
say it right?
I don't know. It sounded like you was talking about some random stuff. I know you.
Making me feel dumb like I'm legal or something.
What? The hell? Why'd I get distressed?
You played Ring, dog.
Bro, that was a short-lived moment. I didn't think about that much. I took Wonder Woman from your ass. I still remember
salty.
you were. Yeah, I know. Now you want to play Wonder Woman.
Oh god. Cause why?
I got too nice on her, bro. I had to. What you mean?
I came in a buddy stream. He was on Steven Universe.
What? Oh my, bro, I fucking hate double gen. Oh hell no, bro. This character got way too many panic. Bitch, bitch.
Sekier now? Or Street
Yeah.
Fighter?
Second, unfortunately.
Mika.
I was playing Street Fighter earlier though. I played both games, but right now I'm on second. Fighting these weird ass niggas in ranked. Huh?
Wipe is actually about to be so fire. Oh my god.
Oh, we're
Bitch.
back.
You are not coming back.
Feel me? God bless. God bless.
Bitch. Yeah. Bitch, get your.
Yo, Ego, you're fake. You
Bitch,
never joined us when we were playing
bitch.
Rust. It'd be me, Tor, and Ding
What?
just going outside.
Well, I don't fucking like.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember being a VC with Ego. He was like, "Them niggas invited me to Rust. I'd rather play Rain Dog."
Alright. If you messaged me to play, I'd probably hop on and play. Unless I'm doing something else.
We just be going outside.
I remember that nigga like, let me put this trap down. Invite the rest. Oh, put this trap down real quick.
But it's mainly because they are bots. we went to the combat shit, and I was 1v2 in them on Rust. Like on the map Rust, I was 1v2 in them.
See what they're adding? I mean, they keep fucking delaying
The
it.
naval ship?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
New monuments out there too in the water.
I seen like that update was supposed to happen like 3 months ago or something. Somebody was looking at it on the
Yeah. They keep
testing
delaying
thing.
it.
That game is so fire. I just wish I didn't get fucking dog shit FPS on it.
Yeah, it's a CPU intensive game.
Yeah.
That game used to be peak. You missed the peak.
No, I
Like
played it. I
2020.
just wasn't good. I just like I was just bad. I couldn't control the AK.
Have you seen my YouTube?
Oh my god, oh my god.
Yeah, I think you showed it. Like during multi-time.
Yeah, it's kind of a meme or whatever.
No. You had scripts.
It's a meme. I had no scripts.
You had scripts. It's okay.
You can tell in some of my sprays, some of them were shaky. You can tell.
Yep, I can also tell the way that you rode up on a horse and you headshot me, then you headshot Ding, then you headshot Thor, and then you ran off with all our loot.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's just talent, though. That's talent.
I think Ding died first. He was like, "Wait, who's that? Who's that guy?"
I don't understand, bro. I have 6,000 hours in that game. If I wasn't good at that game, that'd be concerning. That many hours.
Yo, you really like a YN with that fit on. Yo, like I loaded into the. Did you just get backed up? What a merchant.
Bro, the dive to the switchy, man. Yeah, Tabby.
Nah, I loaded into the game. I said, "Am I playing HR?" I ran into a red goblin, and he fucking hit me in the head for like 70% of my HP. I was like, "Wait, huh?" Like they should have asked about that. Are you gonna reduce mob damage since we getting less HP, no HP bonus move rolls? Like,
Well, they are reducing the headshot multiplier, so.
okay, so it's still gonna hit me for 70% of my HP.
No, it wouldn't have done as much because it's 2 times damage headshot right now.
No, it's 1.75.
Yeah.
But even then,
Well,
it's
gonna
like
be even less.
it's even that it.
Yeah,
I have less HP. I have less HP.
You're taking bad damage no matter what. They just want the mobs to 2-shot you. Understand? Like, what it is, I don't get it.
It makes no
So
sense.
Dark and Dark is just an extraction shooter, basically, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, without
it's the shooter.
shooting.
Yeah.
Like,
Make
don't
equal
get
extraction.
shot in the back randomly.
Extraction dungeon crawler.
Yep.
Yep.
Once you get past the first 200-hour curve, you'll start liking the game. You'll be like, wait, this game's actually fun. But my first 100 hours were on controller, so it didn't count. Then my next 100 hours, I was still going back and forth like,
Yeah,
do I
you're
like
having
this game?
fun, though.
Yeah, I was, but like it was rough because like I was playing Warlock and I was just dying of my own curses to
Yeah.
anybody on one controller, and then I tried to play Ranger on controller, and it was definitely not happening. And that was before they had controller support. Now they have like a built-in controller support.
True.
So Like I don't have to go through all that
Yeah,
hoops and
do it.
stuff.
Move a mouse.
Yeah.
How many people are in a dungeon with you?
I don't know.
I don't even know nowadays because they changed it. So like for the first like 5 minutes, people can just like spawn in. They'll just keep filling the player count to the top. I think the max is like 12 or so. It might be more now. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, like it refills though for like the first 5 minutes too. So like if 6 people die, like 6 more people will get in the game. As long as it's like early.
The dungeon's kind of small.
They're not huge. Like,
Kind of, but yeah.
like if you go to my Twitch stream, the map.
Oh, I'm on there.
Yeah, I just put up the map. This is like we're on the Goblin Caves. They have like 4 maps, I think. But like on Thursday, when the wipe happens, they're gonna make like a second level to this map. So there's gonna be like more of this dungeon.
Stand in this doorway, like, and look towards like one of the sides. I saw Majora do this double jump exploit.
To the side, like this way?
I want to figure it out. Yeah, like touch one of the walls, and like look down more. I'm gonna try to like get stuck on you.
But like other maps,
Did I do it?
I don't know.
Oh, I did it. What the hell? This is what he's doing.
What do you mean? I don't see anything.
Ah, shit, wait, hold on, my wings are here, twin.
I don't see. What do you? I don't get it.
Wait, am I jumping like really high now? So I don't know what it does exactly. Like go into the wall again. Let me try it one more time. Huh. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's how it works. Huh, now I have like full strafing and double jump. What the? It's like old double jump again. That's what he meant. Huh, yeah, so I saw Majora do this. He made somebody like get in the doorway and then he just double jumped while they were stuck like on his back and he bugged out and then he was like, alright, thanks. Somebody in the chat said exploiting or something, and he said, well, when you tell them to fix it 100 times, then they don't fix it. It's just part of the game, and the class feels terrible without this. So I was like, huh? Tried it. It seems really fun.
Deadlock is fun. You gotta actually take the time to learn. Like it's not only just like in League and Smite, just like you learn more like knowledge about the game and a little bit of mechanics. That game you gotta learn like the movement tech, along with all that extra. What build do you want to use on this? Counter builds, yeah, counter plays the characters. It's just so much to learn. Yeah, that was cool. That was the cool part. I seen that like they have like they put like codes in if you wanted to try the characters early. So I was like, you go to like the console command and then enter the certain commands for the characters, and you can try the characters early. I was like, whoa, that's cool. There's a person right here, and I got knocked down. And he's sprinting on me. Oh my. Wait, I'm gonna die.
Run to this door up. Come to Papa. He's scared.
Yeah, he did not see that image. Like, if this was HR, we would be guaranteed dead with this amount of mobs. Luckily, shits get two-shotted. It's something about getting body shot for 40% of my HP. It just doesn't feel right.
This jump bug feels insane. Like, what? How did I not know that?
Probably.
Like, it really is. Like,
We gotta see if the. Wait, this is Norms. I was gonna say we gotta see if Norms GC is hidden, but. Actually gotta move into the map.
out here, like, the way you can, like, strafe backwards, like, look, you will never hit me. Like, like, look how far I can jump backwards. Wait, I gotta, like, strafe it, though. If I'm just running backwards.
Hey man,
I was doing this.
you're a cheater.
No, I'm not a cheater.
Okay, everything in the middle
Majora
is
told me
dead.
this on stream.
Somebody coming. They're under. I think you just rezzed his teammate. They're about to come up. Cleric.
I'm about to kill them. Instantly. I'm about to just drop on them and kill them right now. No. Meditating. Feel bad killing these guys.
He's teabagging. He wants to be friendly. This is not Arc Raiders, buddy. There's no friendly. He's charging up that fireball, though. He's waiting for you to drop dead. I see it right there. He just fireballed himself. Go kill him. He just fireballed himself.
Wait, there's another? Oh, wait, no, that's not. It's time to go.
Okay, wait.
See, that's why SDF was talking about Mario jumping.
I got packed up. Cause I was trying to beat on buddy with a bug.
No, so he died to the goblin.
Oh, he did. I was trying to beat on buddy with a bug. Cause I felt bad, cause like
never died to a goblin.
it felt like it act like okay. So usually when I see people that are like bad at the game, I don't feel bad for them. But I felt bad because that wizard was literally dog shit. Like he just sat there trying to magic missile nothing, and then he died.
I know, bro. That's what I'm saying. I don't like killing new players because you can tell they literally just downloaded the game.
No, but like there's some people that actually sit there and try to fight you. That dude, he literally just stayed still, just like died. Like I don't know. That was like one of those moments. It's like, oh,
yeah. Feeling bad for him.
I seen that. I was just like, okay. Okay, so like, what do you want to do? You want to go HR and fight Turbo?
No, I think we go Squire to Riches.
What? That's even more noobs. Like what?
I think we fight Turbo and Naked.
Mm-mm?
I think we go Druid, Rogue, and Rat.
Yeah, but he's trying to rat with
Oh.
2 days, 1 hour left and wipe. Okay.
Bro, it's not ratting. Strategic looting.
Like that is shameless. That is shameless. That
What
is
is shameless?
shameless.
You're shameless.
Talking about ratting. Who's
No,
Reddit user?
nobody's riding.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, god damn.
Yo.
Oh my fucking god. This nigga is so laggy.
Alright, let's see. Oof. Gotta enjoy my days with my Phoenix Choker. He said it's just gonna be add magic damage. One additional.
If tree's gone, then that's still biz. So
How does one additional work?
it's just additional damage. Just scales off like body multipliers.
So my
And also
judgment
gets like
does
affected.
43 and now it does 44.
Yeah, but I think it also gets affected by like MDR and that type of stuff too more.
Hmm.
But like additional is basically the only time you build additional on purpose is when you have like a build that you're headshotting with and you want to nuke their head. It's like a full additional kit would do way more damage if you get a headshot than a true kit.
Even with magic damage. Like a
Yeah.
dark bolt.
Well, that's probably more. Yeah, that's probably more like Dark Bolt would do that, but that's probably more just for like
Fireball
I don't know,
headshot,
it's
one
probably-
shot someone.
Yeah, it's probably. I think the magic side it kind of just seems like a shitty true version to be honest. But like the physical side does have use.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I can think of. Dark Bolt
It's
and
fine though.
Fireball
Don't
headshot.
like spend too much time looking for it.
But that's gonna get nerfed next patch too.
Okay.
He wants to go play.
Alright, shut it.
He wants to go kill Lich.
You can kill Lich.
Taking my gear back off. You seen how I had to put that that robe of darkness on for that thumbnail? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you? I sent you a little pizzazz.
No,
For your thumbnail, too.
like that's why I was laughing at. I
Pizzazz.
said you were just stupid.
With those little sides, bro.
Lich is undead, right?
Yeah.
And just spam holy
Pretty
purification
sure.
in the fight.
Anything that looks like a skeleton, or even Ghost King, I think is undead. I think most of them are.
Yeah, the dragon.
Oh, wait.
It's not undead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are all the Crypts bosses undead? Actually, I'm thinking about it.
A Banshee,
I swear
maybe.
there's one that
well,
wasn't.
well, you said Crypts.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Spec Knight seems like they'll be undead.
Spec Knight would be, I'm pretty sure.
Um,
Yo, This double jump actually feels like unusable after I was just playing with that. What the hell? Damn, that bug literally just enables whole double jump. I wonder how that works.
Second God season tour.
You gonna get the tech
On Kazuya?
You can easily get to yeah, you playing.
You gotta play Kaza. You said you was gonna do it.
Yeah, what do I get out of doing that?
Proving Tor wrong. That is easy.
Proving Tor wrong.
Not at all. I told you you couldn't do it, and you're basically telling me I'm right. So why would I do that? That's way too hard.
Yep. I'm not sure.
Why would I do that shit? I'm just gonna play Reyna.
That's great. That is crazy.
Already.
Yeah, that's the reason I'll get taken. Got on Kazuya, so you never touch that character.
But why would I ever touch a Reyna? That character's not a real Mishima. It's literally just a Lily. You should go play like Zhao Yu or something.
Word.
Every Reyna I play just does the same shit.
Rain is so sick. Oh my god, that character's so fucking fire. I'm getting Stevie Boy to take
King on this doorway. Steve, really?
Lionheart, the character.
Oh god.
It's gonna reset.
Let's see. You're probably right, yeah, it probably will reset, but
I wonder if the little folks in the lobby knows about that.
I doubt it. I doubt it because any rogue, like, I'm telling you, after playing with this, I'll never once play double jump rogue without doing this if I can. Not a single game. Like, it's night and day, it's not even close.
Or you know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and get Yoshi, Taking God.
You could try. It'd probably be easier than Kazuya. My character's so cool too. Might as well just be a Yoshi player.
Steven.
Yeah, it did reset. Go on this one. Oh. Is that it? Wait, move. Huh. Yeah, I wonder how you actually trigger it, like, efficiently, because when Medora did it, he knew exactly when he did it without even moving.
You get in the doorway, little dude.
You got me fully stuck.
No.
It was so easy before. Oh,
Maybe you need another doorway.
What the hell?
Maybe you need another doorway. Maybe these doorways are just not good.
Yeah. That's weird.
That's funny. All these doorways are the same. PC and ruins only?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get it to work. Gotta go to the lich.
Is it lich over there?
I'm really curious how that bug works. I feel like it's something to do with like when you land with double jump or something. It like resets your double jump, but then they never updated the code since they released the game, and this old double jump updates too or something. I don't know. It's very strange. But it's not even double jump that it bugs. Like literally. Wait, this is the wrong room. If you go on. Like literally, if you just jump forward, you'd be able to just do like a full
come back
circle
this way.
in the air, like go backwards. It enables air strafing. I want to test it without the weapons. It's like game breaking.
What? No.
Well, that did it. Like, look, like walk forward, jump in a straight line, and do this. I can just spin in circles. It's so cool.
So what's going on with you over there?
was good.
Nah.
But that shit's expensive.
Oh my gosh.
Switching aggros, so cringe.
Yo, and it didn't even go off and kill them?
Yeah, it sounded like it went off, so it almost makes me wonder if he like de-aggroed it or something.
Yo, Diddy. Well, I don't know if any of that plays actually. I fixed it a while ago, but I don't know if I have that stuff. I just did my OBS. Bring back what? I can't hear shit, I'm not gonna lie, this boss fight is flat as hell. Let me get my audio down. What'd you say?
What you on? Ego, what you be playing, bro? What you got?
I just been playing a lot of CS recently. That's pretty much it.
You a beast at CS?
Face level 10 right now. I think it's pretty good.
No. I
You are
carried him
not
there.
no face at level 10, Jimmy.
I carried him there.
Do you play CS a lot?
And Go I did. I recently came back.
Yeah. I feel it. SI is face there, right? 10.
Yeah, but it's not like high elo until you're 3000 elo, and level 10 is 2000 elo.
Gotcha.
I'm only 2100.
No, go hit Radiant.
Getting real sweaty. I've already hit
Nobody
Radiant.
likes that game.
No, you didn't hit Radiant with fucking the Bandit.
Bandit? There's a new character?
No, the pistol.
Oh. Oh yeah, I saw that. Wait. There's no more classic, right?
Nah, there is. It's just like a bridge in between the ghost and the sheriff. If you're like 0 to 10 meters or one tap, I'm pretty sure one tap's even full shield. I think.
Oh, so it's a 5-7 from CS. That's
Yeah, but it has like a terrible spread from like range. So like, yeah. But yeah, that's literally what people were comparing it to. They said Valorant's 5.7.
Yeah. That's how it is in CS. Only one taps up close.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or the
I
Tech
had
9.
the
Tech 9's
nicest
the same way.
5.7 case hardens. Oh, wow.
Y'all wanna play some? Come on, let's play some.
Play some what?
You are not trying to play something.
I am trying to play some. It's basically up to you. All fucking sim plays is fucking fighting games.
Uh-uh.
Huh.
Gotta get on that Fortnite. Right?
It's a crazy take.
That's what he plays.
This is non-fighting game.
Play Fortnite? Oh, nah.
From time to time. These niggas yapping. Okay, bitch.
That's what he plays.
You know what? Yeah, nigga, I play Fortnite, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all of a sudden, he don't play Fortnite. He don't want to be a Fortnite player. Like, huh?
Come on, man. That might be worse than multi.
Huh?
Yeah.
He said you reached a new low.
No, it's a professional yapper. What's actually worse than multi?
A lot of things. Multi was peak.
Yeah. Multi is a good game.
Facts.
Multi is probably Multi in the first like year of Valorant are probably my favorite games of all time. Oh, and Fortnite, release Fortnite. Those are probably my favorite games of all time.
Yo, this June character. Oh my god.
I'd have to say
That's
Peak
worse
Rust
than
for me.
multi.
Peak Rust is pretty good.
Yeah, when I
Holy.
first got into Rust, it was
my-
actually really fun.
What
I'm telling
the
you, like 2016 and 2020, Rust was the best game of all time.
No, facts. When the first Rust Legacy came out, like way back then, like I actually had so much fun on that.
Telling you,
And I
top
never
game
not
ever
had fun
made.
on Rust. It just went up from there.
But you're fake. You let me, Ding, and Tor go outside and make me have to 1v2 them.
Second season of Rust. Best season of Rust.
Okay, let's play some Rust then. Let's play Rust.
I don't have it installed.
Last time we played Rust, yep. Some random guy with a bow squad wiped us, looted all our shit.
I was just telling him about that.
That sound familiar.
Yeah. That shit was funny. I'm pretty sure we died a few times before we realized it was you
I
two.
can't remember who it was, but someone was actually pissed. I can't remember who it was.
We were playing with who was it? I think it was just
It was me, Ding, and you.
No, there was someone else.
I think
Someone
I think there was somebody else too.
Cause see, I remember he was salty.
There was somebody else. I don't remember who
Whoa.
it was.
What the fuck is this
I know we
character,
played
bro?
one wipe with
Oh,
but you were actually playing with us, and I don't think Tor was there when we played that wipe with my homie Isaac and
it was like
and Boo Boo.
because it was a trio server or something, and I built by you guys. That was
Yeah.
days.
Maybe it wasn't then if it was trio server, but I almost feel like there was somebody else too.
Or maybe it was a quad server. I don't know. But I know for sure you guys were full, so I just built near you guys. Being aids.
Killed me like 7 times. I couldn't get 1 kill. You guys actually a weirdo. He's headshotting me from so far with that bow. Like,
That's 6,000 hours of my life down the drain, bro.
You remember my beautiful ice what was it, Ice Lake base?
No, that base was corny.
Were you there for that wipe? I know it was me, Isaac,
I don't think so.
Ego,
I don't know
Ding.
if I was.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Boo
about
Boo.
the ice lake we built last time we were on Rust.
Oh no
Ding.
no. Me, Ego, Boo Boo, Honey Boo Boo, my homie Isaac, and Ding. We all played a wipe and we built next to Arctic Research Base. And I made the shittiest Ice Lake base. But we were like literally farming everybody on that server. That became our server.
Wait, was I there? I don't even remember.
Yes, you were there. It was
Actually-
me and you running Arctic. Like we were like I don't know if I don't think I have clips, let me see. But like me and you were literally running into Arctic, just us two, and just wiping like 4-man, 5-man, just like and then coming back with a full kit, and then Isaac's just in the base like, wait for me guys.
Bro's still getting his kit ready. Nah, bro, we got you, bro. We got you. Come on, let's play Rush right now then. Let's play with Sim Sim.
I don't have it installed. My internet's
You got good
dog
internet?
shit. No, my internet's actually dog shit. You can play tomorrow,
Oh,
but
I can't.
also
You know what we
Sub
could
doesn't
play?
have it.
You know what we could play?
What could we play?
Come on, you know.
Oh no.
Shit, make some chicken.
Shit, maybe a little bit. Like, hey, nigga.
Wait,
Hey,
why don't
ain't
you have
no
a
chicken, bitch?
Where's your kid?
Hey, I just ate some chicken.
What happened?
Wait, Tor, where's your kid?
You might be able to get a little piece
I
of
thought
chicken.
we were
you know what I'm
killing
saying?
Lich.
He already killed it. He's
Huh?
level 27
Oh.
now.
Hey,
Okay.
you gonna have my friends thinking that all I eat is chicken, especially Ego. He threw the races. So
I don't remember the last time I made chicken.
but yeah, I can't promise you that I will once. I ain't gonna lie.
No, if you don't want any, I'm just gonna make some myself.
Or maybe you could just make extras. You know what I'm saying? And if I want some, then I'll
Damn,
get some. but
Simpson
if not,
married
then,
and
you know, you
shit?
just keep it. You know, feel me?
Yeah.
Soon,
Like
bro. Soon, bro. Soon, bro.
You got a kid?
Hell no.
I was about to say you father of Fortnite.
Yeah, no, actually, my bad. I take that back. I do have a kid. His name is Tori.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna give me some food?
I will get you some food. You gotta call me daddy.
Bro, I don't
first,
have a
because
kid,
you been
bro. I'm
neglecting me.
What do you mean? Like,
I don't have a kid. Like,
okay, so go to trade.
I go build a kid. Like, buddy, been waiting too long.
Okay, go to trade.
What the?
Wrong spot.
I
They
ain't
say, are
lie,
you gonna
Tori,
make this trade slot
Is
bigger?
it a
Nope.
Nina? Is it a Nina angle?
Yeah, that's her. Yeah, Nina's cool. Play Nina.
Oh, let's say, why'd you give me this bullshit? But you know, I guess it's not too bad. I actually use this.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I got it from some guy.
It's actually valid. I just need to slot in magic killing.
It is not a Nina angle, buddy.
Alright then, gentlemen. I'm gonna go play some CS then with the boys.
Alrighty, man.
Hi, man.
Man,
Good hearing from you, Ego.
really wanted to play with y'all. It's all good.
I want to play with you, man. I actually don't have rest.
Yeah, he doesn't have rest.
I don't play rest. I don't know what game we could play. Would love to play with you though.
Multiverses.
Yeah.
Could play some twos right now. Could.
How are you still even able to play multi?
Parsec.
Is Parsec even like clean? Like, do that shit work for real?
I mean, we're all West Coast. It wouldn't be that bad. Are we not all
'Cause
West?
I remember we tried Parsec that one time. That shit was terrible.
I think we had someone on East Coast.
We did.
Parsec's not terrible.
Literally
It
all
just
West- we're
definitely
all
doesn't
West is
feel
what it's called.
as clean. But during the days when between beta and then the full release coming out, we were all playing Parsec. That was pretty fun.
Twos would hit right now. Come on. You can't lie. That sounds kind of fun.
Twos do sound kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Come on in.
Hell no.
Bro just blue balls me. That's crazy.
I'll fuck with you though, Ego. Ain't nothing against you.
I know you want to play Wonder Woman, bro. I know you miss her.
You sure you ain't gonna play Wonder Woman? Head?
I'll be playing everybody. I'm not
We gonna get on and nigga go, actually, Wonder Woman looking kind of fun. You wanna
going
go Rain
opposite
Dog?
teams, bro. Oh, pull out the OG comp. Rain Dog.
Oh
Wonder
nah,
Woman.
bro, that shit was low key cooking.
I remember we thought we were innovative. We were like, bro, just throw me, and then we double up B.
Yo, low. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We was low key figuring some shit out.
We're trying to find Rain Dog, Wonder Woman confirmed.
Get your. Oh, ain't no fucking way. Get your ass up, nigga. I thought he tried to quit on me.
I get that
Just
dope
started
from
lagging.
Miami like I'm a baser. Uncle KK got a Draco on my seat.
Well, shit. When they drop that force wipe, you can come play Rust with us. I have some boys that we're playing with. We might be a Zerg though if y'all come, but fuck it.
Bet. It just depends on how fire this Dark and Darker wipe is, because I might be too invested in this game for the next year.
Damn, year? Yeah.
It just depends on
long
how
does the Dark and
fire it
Darker
is.
wipe?
Nah, I don't know. Their wipes be like 3 months sometimes, but then like they be doing random semi wipes because they can't get their shit together. So then it ends up going like 6 months. So it went like 8 months or 7 months or something. Stupid.
Well, it'll be the first Thursday of next month, but they're probably gonna fucking delay it anyway. They've already delayed it 3 times, so.
Yeah.
Alright then, y'all have a good one.
Like man.
Alright, gang.
Take it
Later,
easy.
boys. Yeah, later.
Yo, what is this? What is Victor doing, bro? Yo, what is this kid?
You playing all the scrubby characters.
I'm saying, bro.
June, Vic.
Nigga. Do that weak ass move again. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. This Victor character, bro.
You're building blues, right? Okay.
Read that ass, I'm getting off.
Dude, why are you being weird?
What do you mean? I'm building blues now?
I don't know. I mean, if you want to go HR, you can go HR, but it's just gonna get gear diffed. Everybody in there's gonna be running turbo.
God. Whatever.
If I say how I feel, you should really listen. I say how I feel.
What?
Say how I feel. Oh, girl, just wanna have fun with it. Got a new band that I ain't promoted.
Wait, why is it on high roller now?
Cause you just said you're getting off. You didn't want to build
Bro,
blues, like,
I
huh?
just built the whole blue kit. Oh, I actually about to get off. Are you trolling me? I have blue kit, I have high roller kit. Like, which one am I putting on, bro?
I don't know. I don't care.
Alright, bro.
Oh, he baited the fuck out of me. God damn, bro. Let me one more little set. Go make a move. I'll be back later. Try to hit Ember tonight.
Making no moves.
Making money moves. Come back. Hit Ember with Steve, then hit God with Kazuya. The same night because Kazuya just brain dead.
You probably could as long as you don't wave dash or electric.
I got no problems doing that.
Yeah, I know, I'm just telling you. It'll be easier if you don't.
Think so?
Yep, I do. If you just like 50-50 with Kazi and don't try to do anything stylish, like the character is so boring to play against.
Don't you got a wave dash first 50-50 though?
Yeah, you could just what's it called? What's the actual motion called? You just do that one time. You don't really got a wave dash, you know? You could just do a slow ass quarter circle.
Crouch dash.
Yeah, slow ass crouch dash, whatever the hell it is. Oh, let me road in.
And I'll fight a law from my last game. Alright. Fighting a white Power Ranger law.
Put on judge.
Give it to me. Yo! Thing is. Where do you parry this thing at? Here? Down here? Oh, I'm gonna get it. Oh. Alright.
You can't see that. How's it going? Pretty good, man. Yeah. This person right there. And he ran and jumped back down.
No one's a ranger.
What? What'd you say?
On bridge, one of them's a ranger.
Oh, yeah. One's running upstairs right now.
There's a lot of people in there.
And the rob was he? You think about robbing?
I'm gonna go back to the bridge and loot these bodies and hopefully find some gear or something.
Another team behind us in here.
Okay.
Go over there somewhere.
I have chase on. They kept going this way and went around. They're rapping right now. Just saw them leave up the door south.
Let's show KO.
Right behind this door. They probably reset their wizard.
I have the bridge open. That's what SDF was talking about. Wait, I'm gonna grief him. No, I can't fucking up it. Yeah, it's just over. They're coming back? They're actually weird. Go around. Fuck me, bro. Big carry.
Let's fucking go.
Bro, I carried this guy on 1HP, thank god. Oh my.
Did you kill two of them?
Pieces. Yeah.
Or, no, they didn't have a third?
Oh, I crossbowed the other guy. The other guy left, yeah.
I need to leave, because I don't have judgment.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what those guys get, like...
Yeah, I don't know, and they just leave.
They just wanted to grief us. We're not ready.
Like, what the hell?
Those guys really thought they were so safe.
They said, if anything, we can just run back to the bridge.
That poor Ranger was trying to run too. Teammate shot him perfectly and I hit him. It was so low. Parry was so clutch.
Yeah.
I parried him in his very first swing, but then I fucked up the like riposte, and then it was just over, and then
Yeah.
barely got the last HP parry again. And I fuck up the longsword riposte so much. They need to fix that sword mastery thing, which makes the window tiny. It's just like makes it so annoying. I'm about to just put this guy's whole kit on and play Slayer.
So you kill your opponent and then you become them, okay?
Yep. Literally. Leather cap. There's only one leather cap that's blue with strength on it, and it's up for 20k.
There's only one what?
1 leather cap with strength
Mm.
for 20k. Rather. I trolled so hard. That's alright. That'll work, but I wanted my other perk.
I don't know if I got that.
Wait, can I have your heater? Nah, I'm back. Yes, sir. So trolled out the shield and stuff and no heater. It's like my whole build. You're a barbarian, to be honest.
I'm getting this fucking bar open. It's sketchy. Shot Ranger. You should.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I'm putting pain. It's a barb and a fighter, so it's not tough. TT ready.
Keep cutting. You have to make space like crazy because you doesn't get a chase, maybe? If not, I'm not clearing all these mobs, so we still need to make space. You need a reset, I'm sure, too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Right here in the fucking corner. But it was double barbarian, that's the only reason why we lost. I fucked those guys up.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys are freaking cooked. Tough.
You fucking tanked crazy, did crazy damage, I did crazy damage range. I didn't miss a single fucking shot out of 8 shots.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the double bar, I was just like, yeah. I'm dying.
I was gonna say we should find their third, but the second I said that, they started pushing. I was like, well, I guess that answers the fucking question. We could low-key rap right here.
But
Do you have all your spells, or do you need the campfire again?
nah, I got everything. Yep.
The gang.
Yep.
We on that high guard?
Yeah. Alright, you on that high guard?
Hell fucking no.
I played the tutorial. It seemed pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie.
Just wait till you play a game, Tor.
Yeah, I didn't play a game.
Yeah.
It looked cool though, like the tutorial. I was like, wait, this feels kind of cool. Ran like shit.
Locking this fucking clock out.
Shit.
Got some Steam reviews. People are just hating. Is that mostly negative?
That shit was overwhelmingly negative. Like the first hour of the game. I was like, nah.
People are hating. Like, they didn't even get to play the game.
They just res. I was trying to see if this kit was still there. I didn't get to look.
It didn't res, maybe they're fighting.
No, they had to.
Oh, yeah, they might be fighting now,
Maybe
but they just res.
maybe that's why they res.
This dude Smo decides.
What you mean?
I just not leaving the crib.
Oh, where you going?
About to make a little movie.
They set up traps and shit. I just heard them place 2 traps. Fuck
About to
that.
bust a move.
You got Addy?
What happened?
You getting glitches? What you mean?
Well, I'm
And
dropping some glitches off. But I'm about to make some
we
bread.
wait for a
I'll do
third
a
party,
drop
or
off.
we just fucking go north and we just
Oh, some weed?
get set out of here.
No, some addies.
Oh, is that all you're doing?
Yeah, no, well, I have to go somewhere, get it, go somewhere else, drop it off,
Oh,
and then coming home. Yeah, sir.
I think it's just him, bro.
Bro, that ring is pretty much it.
oh yeah, Alex player.
That's
Bird! Like, player around the corner? Or maybe that was
You
just
Alex
the res
player?
being done.
That Alex character, like, he get broke as fuck.
Yep. That looked like a smoke character. You can't tell me that don't look like a smoke character. That
You look just like that nigga. That's what you meant, right?
Hey, look on the ground behind you. Bro.
nah, like he just looked like a smoke character, like grungy, like dirty and shit. Like, but actually good, not bottom 3.
When do you ever play grungy, dirty characters?
No, don't even
Luke is
ask
a
him
grungy,
that.
dirty dude.
When do you play a character that's good? As soon as you say it's good, that is all over a smoke character. If he's not bottom
Nah,
3,
nah.
it's not a smoke character.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference between good and great.
Nope.
And I play good characters. I can't play no great characters.
This one guy is doing way too much.
I play good characters in rivals.
Like Husband or something like this. Doesn't go all bad. Hey, Lamb.
So why can't you play good characters in Street Fighter?
Loki, I'm about to. This John getting annoying as fuck. I need some bullshit. I ain't got no
Oh.
bullshit.
Just wait till I reach my final phase.
Yeah, it might be a Cammy angle. That's a smoke character.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
How is that not a smoke character? That's
That is
nooch.
that is
That is literally nooch and footsies.
that is a slub character.
That is not a slub character.
My Cammy phase broke OD.
Used to fucking hate that dive kick.
I still hate that fucking dive kick. That shit's broke. I hate any character that can wake up, jump into some bullshit.
Just lose his fucking voice, bro.
That is the slap special. Holy.
Yeah, that is the bullshit that Luke doesn't have.
It might be.
Friends, bro. I don't give a fuck.
Is it jury time?
Nah,
Nah, not
Ooh, I might play jury though. That's a smoke character, actually.
Wow. Oh man.
Nah, that's not a smoke character.
Nah, that's a smoke
I
character.
don't know why he's.
See, I don't like the way you said that
chasing
though.
me.
I don't like the way you said that.
Okay, buddy, this is not fucking.
Hey, like
this is
saying
not
right
losing.
there,
No
This is not
way.
losing.
He right there, though.
Just gonna do it too.
Yeah, Bison got some good ass buttons too.
Yep, you got good
Bro,
buttons.
this guy is. He's dope.
He got that enhanced Luke crouching medium punch.
Yep, he got the better than scratch medium punch. He
You
got
say
some
you didn't want to.
bullshit.
Say you didn't want a fireball. That nigga got some bullshit. He ain't got a fireball.
Yep.
So yeah, you go ahead, pick up Bison again, buddy.
The guy's kit was terrible and he had a gray recurve. That was actually Vincent on an ult. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Viper might be getting dropped, fam. I feel like I gave her a fair chance. But it's that meter consumption is just too much for me, bro. Like, that's locked behind a level 1. That's not even that good. Like, that shit is.
That's why Luke be pissing me off. I gotta use all my meter for one combo.
But you see what I do, right? See, I'm like, yeah, I don't like that shit. That shit ain't me. I'm about to drop that, play something a little better. You should do that. But I mean, I don't know. Luke is your first love, so maybe you just got a special connection to that nigga.
Yeah, that really is what it is.
Yeah, you gay for that nigga, so might as well just.
Huh?
I'm bad. But yeah, that might be getting dropped for. I don't know. It might be Blanca time again.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yep.
Now
Yeah,
you're pushing it
uninstalled.
now, Slip.
I'm pushing it.
That stupid ass gorilla character. Oh my god, bro.
And he got the ultimate jump on wake up bullshit.
Yep, jump airball. Oh my god.
Yes, thirsty.
Yeah, I need some bullshit. I just need to carry some. I might go back to Jamie too. My Jamie days were crazy.
What's Jamie looking like these days?
I think he's same tier as Sean. I think.
Jamie got some shit.
Wait, let me see.
Jamie got the sauce too. He a faggot, just like you. Got the eyeliner.
Oh wait, he is a faggot though. I don't like that, bro. I
Whoa.
can't. Nah, yeah, he got that gay ass makeup and shit. I'm sorry, I just can't do that shit. It's like you don't like Ed's hair. I don't like his stupid ass makeup. Like. That shit is
Low key.
gay.
I ain't gonna lie, well, sometimes I feel like I'd be low key like pressuring you into not doing shit. You was not worried about that shit until I said something about it.
I forgot about that though. Like I forgot he had that stupid shit on.
I mean, but that shit could be like, shit could be cultural.
No, that shit is not cool. That
Bro,
shit is not
that just goes to show you really got no culture.
culture. What kind of cultural connection do I have to Jamie, bro? He a Chinese faggot.
Yo.
God damn.
Relax.
Oh yeah, that sounds crazy. My bad. I wasn't trying to sound.
my-
I mean, I ain't trying to be like
Oh.
racist, but like
Oh
he's talking about
God.
culture.
Smo, I didn't know you were that vulgar.
Huh? Bro, you talking about culture?
Yeah, bro, he probably painted his face like on some Chinese shit.
That's what I'm saying. So what's wrong with what I said?
I'm just saying, bro, you gotta be engulfed in the culture. I'm not saying that's your culture. I'm just saying, like, maybe that's cultural. You know, you gotta accept other cultures.
This dude is a fucking idiot. Like, maybe you gotta accept other cultures, Head.
Oh, real shit, bro. You're not really sounding accepting culturally.
Head.
Nah, but I got a good feeling. I got a good feeling, bro, that soon Chun is accelerating all the way up to top 3. This
I
next
hate
patch,
that feeling.
the next patch, I feel like she's gonna be dumb. She's one buff away from just ruining everybody's lives. Nah, but honestly, I would just be fine. Just give me a quality of life. If the first hit of my fucking level 2 hits someone, just vacuum the rest of it.
Oh nah, he want the vacuum buff?
That's the only buff I want. Just if I make a Gary my level 2, well, not even a read, but if I react well, just let me get rewarded, bro. That's all I want.
Hell no.
And you can nerf some other shit. I just want my shit to work. I hate when my shit don't work, nigga.
This dude really just left the game? Like, bruh. Where is my duo at? Where is my Moon Knight fucking fantastic player? Like, damn.
I am not a fantastic player.
You are definitely a fantastic player.
I am a Deadpool Daredevil player.
Oh, hell no. That is not my duo. He said he a Deadpool Daredevil player.
Nah, we really on high guard. High guard.
No.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Nah, what's the name of that game? That was kind of like Valorant, but it got them cards and shit in the game. Back on that game. Got the big head buff between each round. With the small head.
No.
Nerf them with the
Fuck
small
no,
head.
the big heads that you can't even headshot? Fuck that. Nope. I remember that dumbass shit. Like, yeah, your enemies have bigger heads, but you can't shoot them. Stupid ass game.
That game's fire.
That game ass. You know what we're back on? Road Company.
No.
Oh, Road Company
Road
was
Company
that
was fire.
We back on the Road Company.
Road Company was actually that shit.
No.
That game was fun for a couple weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
We back on Road Company for 1 week. Then we back on High Guard.
It ain't gonna be no different from any other game that we get back on. That's all we do, nigga, is get on the game for a week. Switch.
the game is dead.
Hey, nah, that's the collapse for real. That ain't me.
No.
Bro,
that
High
is
Guard
you.
actually looks fun.
Collapse said we back on Street Fighter.
I'm on
Play
that.
for 2 weeks.
No.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, it's just For Honor, Street Fighter, and Tekken, and Rocket League.
I was thinking about getting back on Rocket League, low key.
You need to get back on Rocket League, bro.
I'm low key
And
down.
then, nah, you only saying that shit because Jinxie into it now.
Low key.
Weak
I ain't
ass
gonna lie.
nigga gonna see Jinxie get on the game. Oh my god, I hit a flip reset. However the fuck that nigga be talking. No, what are you doing, bro? That nigga saw
Nah,
that
he
shit
is
was
fucking
like, oh
dog
wow.
shit at Rocket League. He is horrible. Oh my god.
That nigga gonna get good fast if he got Squishy and Justin constantly running and shit with him.
I don't know. I don't know if a coach can really help you in that game. In that mechy ass game.
Nah, bro. You actually can't. Bro, I feel like you just hit a plateau and then you just got frustrated and you stopped playing.
That's exactly what happened.
That game just requires you to play consistently.
And yeah, I don't know if I'm about to do all that. That's the thing.
Yeah, so don't even download that shit if you ain't trying to play that
I'm
shit
downloading that shit. I'm downloading that shit, bitch.
at least once every other day.
Head.
Telling you, nigga, you take 2 days off that game, it's a wrap.
Yep, it's wraps. Yep.
You have to be in the lab for a good hour to get anywhere near close back to what you was.
You need a 3-hour lab warm up before every session.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it's not that bad.
You gotta hit
But
4
you
resets.
definitely can't take long breaks on that game, though.
Oh wait, no, he
But
got
that's the thing too. Like you don't even have to be super mechy. The simple shit is a little mechy, but like you don't gotta be hitting flip resets and all of that shit, bro. You just gotta have good power on your shots, really, and good touches. That. I swear to God, if you just have good power on your shots and good touches, you can hit GC.
I don't know about that.
There's
I
somebody
swear.
that hit GC without.
Bro, I have boys that have
dunking,
been
I think.
grinding that game, and they are peak like champ 2, champ 3, bro. And they're good. At least I think they're good. I don't know. Like DC.
But I guarantee you, if I watch one of their replays, they either don't have good touches or they don't have good power on their shots. I guarantee you, if they're not hitting GC, they don't have one of those.
I mean, well, do you have good power on touches? Because I feel like you're pretty sweaty at that game. But
I got good touches, but my shots are not that good. My shots aren't consistent. Like I hit good shots, but they're not consistent. That's my issue. Like, and my touches, I would say my touches is better than my shots, but I don't get consistent good touches. No. And then I always go for shit that I probably shouldn't go for because I want to improve my mix.
Yeah, buddy, need the dribbler and the faker.
The dribbling is okay. I mean, like aerial shit. Specifically for me, like I'm okay in the air. But I'm not built like that. But I play like I'm built like that.
Bro, I wish I could. Steam.
Oh yeah, you missed out.
Oh, you can't get on Steam.
Nope. Ever since I switched to Epic.
Epic.
I hate it, bro. That's so ass.
Yeah, like Epic's cool, but I just hate using multiple shit, honestly.
I feel like the Epic client is like ass. Damn, Rocket League kind of sounds fun though. I might have to look that up right now.
Get that shit up, man.
You have to get in there.
Oof. My BP is ridiculous. Hold on.
Get back into.
Nah, that shit would low-key be fun as fuck. If you and Tora got back into that shit, we play some threes. Threes will be free.
Bro, that shit is just so hard. Like last time I got on that, oh my god.
It's one of them games, bro.
Bro, I should have control.
Wait, dude. Have I played Rocket League with you two?
Y'all 1v1.
Yeah, 1v1.
And then y'all 1v1.
Yeah, I did you.
Right after.
though, because I won.
Nah.
I remember
It was
that.
like-
No, I did you horrible,
Nah,
and then
I
you
think you
rematch.
beat me a couple times, but I beat
Yeah, I did you bad like 3 games. Then you did me bad the last time we did. I got mad.
yeah, that's not about
That shit pissed me the fuck off.
Nah, it was more like Tor had your number. That nigga was doing you bad over and over again.
Yo, Slim is a rage baby. I swear on my mama, you rage baby.
played that game hella too. Wait.
Like I felt sad. I had to listen to Tor's stupid ass voice go really slow. I'm really doing you terrible. That's all you got, man.
He did say some dumb shit like that. It made no sense.
He's like, I'm gonna do you bad on Rocket League. Then we're gonna boot up Call of Duty. I'm gonna do you bad on there.
He kind of didn't be bad in Call of Duty, but I mean, I don't play that game, so.
Yeah, that nigga did you terrible at Call of Duty.
But I did him horrible at Rocket League. Nah, I did him bad. You didn't see? I don't think you saw the match. It was like 8-0 or something.
I had it
You
full
saw the
Europe. I
rematch.
was watching it 4K.
Nah, you saw the rematch.
I remember the ball was just like rolling, just straight, and then you just like flip past it. That shit was funny.
Hey, let me download this Epic client. You know what's fucked up too is like you go to download the Epic client. This shit says this file might contain viruses. Like, the fuck? Fuck it, download it.